Happy New Year.
Hello and welcome to another Red Dragon Racing stream. Today we are back with some Tuesday Group 3 racing. It's becoming religious here on the RDR channel and it's sticking around. We will always do Group 3 on a Tuesday, I think. It's the best way to go. So we got the lobby ready. We're starting with 6 laps around Seaside. Remember, no pits tonight, no tyre strats, no damage, no nothing. It's just straight racing. Open lobby, anyone is invited. It is first come, first serve on the spot. So make sure you're staying tuned in with the stream for when the lobby goes live. Just going through the settings so you guys can see, to be honest. Yeah, no pits. Not tonight. We did pits last week, but yes, there will be pits returning for the newbie lobbies tomorrow. But of course, the newbie lobbies, it's in the description of the stream. But yeah, if you've been in our streams more than twice, then you don't count as a newbie and won't be able to join. And say we're separating it off and seeing if we can grow the community a little bit as well. How long are the races tonight? Well, 6 laps of Seaside, and Kian is present, so that's going to be a strong contention for the lead. No qualifying, it'll be practice qualifying tonight, and we'll try and get as many races out as we can. There's not going to be points tonight. We'll do a points for whatever we do in some way, shape, nor form on Thursday for the community night, which, to be fair, all of you, I think apart from Carlos, actually, and maybe JHS in the chat, and Vantage, actually. You guys aren't in the Discord, I don't think, but I'd still class you as community members. What's up, Alex? But yes, are we ready to get the lobby going, gentlemen? Of course, if you're in the Discord, I won't be saying it out loud that the lobby's on, so you have to be tuned in with the stream to give it a fair shot with everyone else. Fair enough. They're all gone silent now. Mishu map, give Panama a timeout. Who server muted me without breaking rules. I'm reporting him. I don't. We'll get into it later. Elmo, that was disgusting in the chat. I'd rather not see that word again. Thank you very much, sir. Dirty boy, clean up after yourself. Right. Anyway, are we ready to go, gentlemen? Give me an R in the chat then.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes.
Graphic. Oh, he can't hear us. Rough. We can't hear him, luckily. Already timed out before the first race. Well, we haven't.
Oh, we can hear him. Oh no.
Honestly, with Graphic, it's expected these days. We know it. It's expected. I mean, how many times has he been timed out in the last week?
I don't know.
More times than I can count, probably.
Love, I'm throwing it out. I'm throwing it out. We're not going to do anything with the report. We'll throw it out. Ooh, are we on for a record? Are we on for a record? We're 11.
Disrespecting that one is definitely not breaking rules. Nice one.
I wasn't disrespecting you.
No.
I was just.
Hang on, guys. Sorry.
And you saw it as disrespect. And if you do see it as disrespect, I do not see disrespecting an admin.
Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, stop.
There we go. Full. The lobby is full. There's 16. Oh, return of the spat again. He's back.
Oh,
No. It's good to see. No, Kian's got some competition now, though. Because don't forget, Kian's here. Astral's here. Oh, it's going to be such a good race. I can't wait for this. This is going to be incredible. Me and City Up Ute were having a race at Spa in a Seto Corsa competition. How was that? Like, how does that compare, like, on a wheel, for example, to Gran Turismo? Like, Burnt Bread, make me a spot. Ooh, return of Burnt Bread. Interesting. Well, there's a few people that have joined that aren't in the stream, but it's first come, first served tonight, Burnt. I can't give any spaces out to anyone. It is just an open lobby. So, yeah, practice is qualifying. We'll stick that in the game chat now so that everyone knows. Practice is qualifying. I hate that I put quali because I'd rather just the full word now.
Matt.
Yes.
Stream to VC in 6.5 seconds.
6.5 seconds. That's not bad.
Indeed, not bad.
Why are you doing exact time?
Practice is qualifying. I don't even know if I'm questioning myself. If I spelled that right, it doesn't look right. I don't think I spelled that right.
What?
Qualifying. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. They'll know what I mean. It's fine. I'll get over it. I'll learn. We'll just get this message typed in, and then we'll get watching on board with some people. Let's have a look at some times coming in.
There you go. That's how you spell it.
Okay. Well, let's just stick that in so that everyone sees it. You know, it's just so that everyone knows to take it serious. So Astral's just come through the first sector. That didn't sound like too bad of a delay, whoever's listened to that. When I heard Dragon Trail, I hopped on immediately. Oh, Burnt, I'm so sorry. Well, listen, we got a little bit of qualifying time, so someone may well drop out. It's not unheard of, really. You know, we don't hold the lobby spaces all the time, but hopefully here we do. We'll see. We've got 15 on track, so the lobby's maxed out. Astral so far is going to be the first one to put a lap in. Now, he is rather quick, so I trust that this could very well be a good lap to watch and a good one to aim for. But, of course, Spat on board tonight. Kian, known for Seaside, he'll choose it every time. It's going to be a hectic first chicane, second corner in. I can't wait for that. And yes, the driver's point of view is going to be over on Twitch. Panam's streaming that. So Panam, pop that into the YouTube chat, unless he's already gone to game chat, in which case hopefully he hears that. He's just stopped in the middle of the pit straight, which doesn't help. But Astral in with a 138. With the new BOP settings, I'm honestly not entirely sure what the cars are now capable of around this track. I'm thinking somewhere in the region of maybe like a low 137. Maybe a mid 137. I don't know. I mean, realistically, this is, you know, one of the first laps out for him. So I wouldn't expect massive things straight away. You know, everyone has got to warm up. It's the first race of the evening. Not too sure. Anyway, he's just gone purple again. Orion's picked up a penalty on this lap, which doesn't help. Grappig out in the McLaren. Is that Kian?
Yeah.
Was I spot on with that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, mate, you've got such a distinctive voice. Anyway, Silly Up Ute in the Pink Pig. Car we've seen before, but happy to see, pleasing on the eyes. John in front in the M6 Sprint, which I think it's pretty fair to say is rather competitive at the moment, isn't it? In most of the lobbies. From what I'm seeing so far, anyway, it's very competitive. Vantage out in Rexy. Ken Block is in an interesting design 911. Not too sure.
Is it a hooligan?
No, it's just a rather large and scattered Porsche tribute livery, to be fair. But it doesn't look, you know, it's not, you know, too bad to look at. Actually, it's quite nicely laid out. So yeah, that's Ken Block. John with the Sprint. Ooh. There's been a incident with the wall there. Deluxe forever faithful to the Nismo around this circuit. It is his car of choice. Panam has gone for the Supra. Let's have a look at the livery. What's he got on here? Panam, you still in the game chat? If so, do you want to talk us through the livery?
That's just a MotoGP livery from Go and Fun Brazili Honda from 2014.
Nice.
The 19 of our Bautista.
Nice. Ooh, bit wide on the exit. Orion very wide on the exit. Kian out in the CCR Supra as well. Car he favours around here. Elmo's in the Genesis. Grappig's coming out in a pink Red Bull McLaren. So yeah, ooh, Spat. Spat's gone, yeah, forever faithful to the M6. M6 Endurance row livery. Ooh, flat out. Fifth gear, straight through the dash chicane. Nicely done. Yeah, he's on, 137.5. Matt, why ain't anyone leaving? Do you know what, HG? I have no idea. I think everyone's just fancying being here, to be honest. We're going to run the lobby.
Why ain't anyone leave?
Whoa, that was loud.
Don't dare
Hang on, guys.
fucking chat like that, Matt.
Uh-oh. Ow.
Matt, that's me in chat, lol.
died.
How's
Bro,
everyone's day
steering
been?
wheel, I mean, VR is really weird. I
I
don't know when
forgot
to
you were
switch.
playing in VR.
You can't hear us, Harrison.
He just said hopefully Yaski won't
No,
cause
somehow I can actually hear.
Oh. Somehow
Can you
he's
fix
not
it?
deaf.
I wouldn't welcome him.
Alright.
French.
This is not good. Oh my god, alright. They are bad. Worst POPs I've ever seen
Wait,
probably
oh, what
on
you
this
talking
game.
about the nerf? You talking about nerf Panam? Wait, you know what? I love being ignored by Panam.
We are like 2 seconds slower than before the update.
I swear, it's always the Germans are idiots.
What the fuck did I do?
Oh, so you hear that? Hopefully only this one.
Or for everyone who wants a space.
Yeah, Matt, he's probably the same in bed.
What?
One and done.
Yeah, come on, Harrison. Oh, always
No,
Harrison.
just shut up, Graphic. You're the least PG here.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The only thing, Harrison is the most clean in this Discord I've ever seen. Like,
I,
he is worse than me, believe me.
That is true.
But
yeah.
he's just clean in
That's
this
so
Discord.
true.
no,
Yes, 'cause he's an adult. Oh,
let's
Yes, Matt. Yes, Matt. That is very true. Yes, Matt. That is very true. Are you very happy now? Are you very happy now?
Maturity.
shiver me.
Rapping. I think that's why you're getting muted so much.
Why does Orion sound Mexican today? No, it's not. It's MySpace. Oh,
Oh, my headset's been muted for a while, but yeah, there's a space in the lobby, guys. Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, Burnt Bread's in. There we go. Right, Burnt, you have literally, it's just finished. So Burnt has no qualifying time here. Burnt, I am really sorry, but
Can I finish my...
yeah, finish up your laps really quickly.
Thanks, Barry. Thanks for taking in while I'm on my lap.
Final lap. There we go. Well, Burnt's in, but you are in at least. And yeah, I don't know. Are we going to run a lobby refresh tonight, or should we just keep it as it is?
Depends.
Keep it as it is.
We'll see. If we run into a problem, then we'll have to reset. But obviously, if you guys are on board with the stream, then there should be no issues. But yes, everyone get your qualifying times in so far as it sits. Astral, Panam, well, Spatula, Astral, Panam, Kian, Yaski, Orion, Silly Graphic, JHS, Elmo, John, AK, Vantage, Burnt. Burnt took HG Swat. No, he didn't. Behave.
Hi, Hannah.
That'll work.
Right, anyway. Has everyone now finished their laps?
Yes.
Negative.
Negative. That's not good. Okay.
Oh,
Let's have a look.
Quicker.
kill them.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, guys, if you are done, just hit the pits.
He got a penalty. Oh my god.
Grapig is... No, he's not on a lap. Yeah, block the first corner, because no one should be trying to hit that right now. Twisty Flex. There we go.
Did you take out Burnt Bread?
No. Is Burnt Bread the only one left on a lap?
Ow.
No, he's not. Right, is everyone done then?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's done. Right, okay.
Don't
Sweet.
follow me.
Let's get going. Best of luck, everyone. I'm going to switch myself over on the Discord quickly. And remember, if an incident happens, guys, just roughly remember what lap and where on the track, if possible, if not just the lap. And we'll come back and review it in the end for stewards. But if it, you kept going and it's okay, then it's fine. But if it's a serious incident that you really need reviewed, then let us know. Sorry I can't race today. No worries, the cousins. Are you going to be available for tomorrow? Because you count as a newbie. I'm going to try and race in the community thing. Yeah, you can race there too, man. But the Discord community members get priority membership, basically. So jump in the Discord, which is pinned below. But yeah, guys, everyone smash the likes on the stream for us. How many likes have we got? I can't see.
Kian went quicker, but holy.
I don't know, but fair play. Right, anyway, I'll switch over. Best of luck, everyone. We shall see you on the track. Oh, so we could switch me the entire time. I'm sat here waiting. Thank you, Panam, anyway. Right, let's get underway. It's AK Junior Chat. Welcome. How are we this evening? Are we ready for an evening of clean racing? You are a newbie? No, you... Julian. Come off it. So, Spat is out in front. False starts penalised. 6 laps here at Dragon's Trail Seaside. Kian in second place. Astro in third. Then Panam. That's locking out the second row. Deluxe, Yaski, Orion and Graphics, the top half of the grid. And lights out. Spatula away quickly in that M6. But Deluxe with a lightning start in that Citroen. Straight away contesting for the lead. Slotted in front of Spatula. Out of nowhere, Deluxe out in front. Fantastic start to the race. Spatula now chasing. This is where things could go wrong for the grid. There's a few people running wide. Kian's round. He clipped the gravel. Oh, that's a shame. Kian's going to have to get himself running quick. I'll say there's still 6 laps left. Anything could happen while the pack runs quickly. Spatula now, though, out in front, has made a move on Deluxe in the corner and now starts to take away with it. Nearly a second ahead, exiting the first sector. Deluxe and Astral in tow, chasing in second and third place, arguing amongst themselves to which who should occupy where, but Deluxe currently in that Citroen holding out through the S's. Astral in the RCF, he's pushing that RCF to the limits already. This is what I love about the sprint racing, is no one backs off for any sort of strategy. No fuel saving, no tyre saving, it's just all out racing. Graphic, actually, surprising, has managed to make it up to 4th. He's normally towards the back of the grid, but hopefully he does have a good racing day today and we can see a decent result for him. John, a newcomer in the M6 Sprint. He's running behind in 5th. Through the death chicane, all these go. Elmo, Panam. Panam having a bit of a slide vantage. Burnt Bread. And then Julian. AK in that really striking red 911. Followed by Ryan. And then Kian, who's now made it up to 13th. Ahead of Yaski, who has an incident with the wall. And Silly Up You in the pink pig. Or pig, sorry, running up last. So, Spatula far out in front now. 2 seconds as we enter the second lap. Astral in second place, though, just holding off Deluxe by half a second in that Citroen. Clearly the RCF having a much better advantage around the corners here at Seaside. Deluxe has got a little bit of trouble behind from the McLaren of Graphic, though, which is unusual, and say he is not a racer that we'd normally assume is up front. Spatula, though. Spatula has spun from the lead. What happened to Spat? Let's see if we can have a look back at that. Oh, where is it? Why aren't you working, keyboard? Oh no, I'm pressing the wrong one. Oh, that was silly. Anyway, Spatula's now slotted himself into 6th. That's a shame, but he lost the lead there, and it's now Astral that leads this race 2 laps in. Yes, so Spatula, sorry, has just got John and then Elmo to tackle in 4th as Graphic moves himself up into 3rd and onto the podium behind Deluxe and Astral. Silly Up Mute down behind, fighting with Panam and Yaski. Panam, someone who he was a bit higher up. He was in 7th, I thought, at the end of last round. AK with a 3-second penalty, which is a shame. That must have been for maybe a little bit of shortcutting and maybe a car collision penalty there. He's gone a little bit wide there. That's a shame, but yeah. Oh, he's recovered it nice enough, and he has got a decent enough gap behind to 13th, so he hasn't got too much of a worry about it. Kian's now made his way up to 11th in his recovery drive so far. Ryan in front, though, in his... I have no idea what that is, but it's a nice livery anyway. Ryan's forcing his way past Vantage there. Vantage must have served his penalty, and now Kian up to 10th. Julian in the Marlboro McLaren. I do like the green livery on that. I'll say that colour difference is really, really nice. Anyway, he's up in 8th. Elmo 7th. He was up in a bit further up, but something's happened between these boys as well. Burnt Bread in 6th, and now Spatula in 5th, with newcomer John just about holding on in 4th, but Spat takes it. It's 4th for Spat. John has to back out there and say much later into that first chicane than he needed to be, I think. But now he's got trouble behind from Burnt Bread, who has had a fantastic drive from the back of the grid so far in the WRT M6. What's that? The M6 Sprint. Apologise about that. So, Spatula now running in 4th, trying to chase down Grappig, who's 5 seconds ahead, chasing down Deluxe in front, and Astral now clear 2.5 seconds. Around about the halfway marker in the race, or just approaching that anyway. Deluxe there round in the... well, it's the opening hairpin, isn't it, before the death chicane. End of section 2, there we are, the corner end of section 2. Spatula and Burnt Bread just approaching that now. Burnt Bread chasing Spat down again, and say Burnt Bread, I think, very, very at home here. He rushed to the stream once he heard that we were running what's called Seaside first. Just about making it through the death chicane. Spat, yeah, he's always cut down the gap massively to Grappig, though we could very well see Spat back on the podium come the end of the race. So, GH13, 11th place. Oh, that's a shame, Julian, but there's always another race, mate, and say there's plenty more to come, so don't worry about it. So, nearly 3 seconds out in front then in the RCF. Astral is pacing along nicely as he just comes to complete the first sector now. Yeah, and say full push in the RCF. He's not looking to take a prisoner here. He doesn't want to drop a place at all. Deluxe in that Citroen is incredibly quick and has done fantastically well. Right, okay, lap 4. Kian, why have you done that? Oh, this isn't important paperwork before I write on it, is it? No. Lap 4, race 1. Kian Vantage. There we are. I'll come back and have a look at that. So, Grappig running in 3rd then on the podium. I think this might be a first timer for him. And if not first timer, but first time for a very long time. Spatula really close behind him though. 4 laps in. I don't think with Spatula now on a fast lap attempt as well, I don't think Grappig's going to hold him behind. Beautifully piloting that M6 through the death chicane. Really chomping the time away from Grappig now. Pulling in every single step of the way. So we'll jump on board with Spat then for potentially what could be the move. Or we could jump on board with Grappig and... oh, I've done it again. There we go. And watch the move from behind. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll watch Spat attack from behind then. So Grappig is going to have to go full defense here and say Spatula is, well, he races in real life, but the move is there. Spatula now ahead of Grappig through the first chicane. Nothing Grappig could do. I think this seems to be a favourable spot for our boy Spat. Grappig then, yeah, running 4th, chasing Spat if he can. Burnt in 5th. Yeah, he's about 3.5 seconds off Grappig. A decent drive from Burnt. Could see him contest Grappig for 4th. Elmo, though, in 6th. He's got Orion chasing behind in 7th. Julian's made it up now to 8th and is closing on Orion nicely. There's a decent battle unfolding between these boys here. Through the S's we go. I think if the move's going to be made, it's going to be into that opening hairpin at the end of section 2. Orion so far occupying 7th place, about a half a second between them. The slipstream is there. Can Julian do anything with it? Calling him Julian, that was his old nickname. He has changed it to JHS13. So, yeah, I'll try and refer to you as that from now on. Bit of a slide there in that end of section 2 corner, but onto the death chicane where it could all go wrong. No yellow flag, so no one has had an incident so far. Both make it through clean. I think a little bit hesitant for JHS13 there, but still on the chase with Ryan, half a second out. And he will go again on the final lap. So, Spatula out on the podium after taking the place from Graphic. Now 2 seconds clear and closing in on Deluxe. However, I'm not too sure if he's got it in him this lap. We'll have to see. If it is, it'll be a phenomenal recovery drive from Spatula. Astral, though, he is out in front by 5 seconds. And if it wasn't for Spat's mistake, he would have come a very clear second place. A fantastic dominant run for Astral, especially picking up the pieces from Spat's loss. Because don't forget, Spat was about 3 seconds ahead of Astral coming into the second lap. And, of course, Astral's pace here, we can see, is phenomenal in itself. Lapping himself at 137s, low 138s. Great run overall for Astral. Deluxe then, not too far behind, and another fantastic run from him. This is someone that has been in our lobbies for months and months and has done nothing but improve. It is really great to see him on his journey through, and well, to be keeping the resident fastman Spatula behind. Especially when it comes now to this final battle, through the death chicane and final corners. Oh no! Deluxe has kissed the wall and Spat has made it fantastic. Deluxe now he's got no choice. He's going to have to concede the place. It is second place for Spatula. So we'll stay on board then with Astral as he comes across the line in first place in the RCF. Well done, Astral. Second place, though, currently going to Spatula. It's a close finish between Spatula and Deluxe, but ultimately Spatula in second, Deluxe in third. Grappig coming through in fourth. And Birdbread, a fantastic drive to come home in fifth place. Well done, mate. Elmo in sixth with a close battle with Orion for seventh place. And JHS 13 there, just leading Panam across from eighth and ninth place for Panam. Silly Up Ute then with Yaski in tail, down in 10th place. Yeah, there we go. Cross the line in 10th place for Silly Up Ute, and then 11th place for Yaski. Vantage now approaching the final bend in 12th with John just behind in tow. Bear with me, Kian. Yeah, there was an incident on T1. We'll have a look back at that. And see if anyone was at fault. Realistically, though, we've got to remember it's T1. From what I could see, Kian, you actually went wide. I was watching. You could skip back if you'd like. But yeah, you looked like you'd come out wide, took the gravel and spun. Can you watch back lap 2 after? I think I spun because John was running me off after driving. Because John was running me off and driving really aggressively. Okay. Lap 2, John spat. And we'll obviously do lap 1, T2. There we go. Right, okay. Astral, if you're in here, congratulations on the race. Where would you like to go next? Oh, okay. Well, anyway, he's in the chat, so we'll save that. And then we'll come back to that later on. No. I'm hearing people out. We're going to go back and review things afterwards. We're not going to let the anger get to us now. We're just going to hold on to it and go back and review afterwards. No, there's no points tonight. But if there's a few repeat offenders and there's some serious things, then yeah, we'll be looking to hand out some race bans, I think. Because, no, we promote clean racing. We don't do any of the dirtiness. And everyone is capable of clean racing because I've seen everyone in the community race clean. Anyway, Panam commending Yaski on the nice fight. It's nice to see everyone getting along, at least in that section anyway, especially from last week. Bathurst from Astral. That's a wise choice, if you ask me.
I had a nice fight.
Spa. That's a good shout, but it's Astral's call as the winner. Astral.
You already choose a track.
Bathurst.
What is it?
We'll do 5 laps because it is slightly longer lap times here.
Alright, someone please
I moved my beautiful Porsche.
Do we fancy a nighttime run at Bathurst?
Yes.
No.
Yes. It'll make
Yes.
people leave, yes. It'll make people
Negative.
leave, yes.
It'll make people leave.
Oh, well, yeah, why not?
That's unfair.
Change it till nighttime.
Right, so someone murdered me on T1 Thick Graphic. That's why I got 4th. And Vantage tried killing Orion and me when we passed. Then he bumped me wide, so I bumped him wide. Yeah, but Kian, what did we say about that? You know, it's just like if he's bumped you wide, just tell me, and then he's at fault. Do you know what I mean? But If you've completely... that was fun with the commentary. Great job. Cheers, Junior. And say it's something that was, relatively new to the channel. And, yeah, I really enjoyed doing it for everyone, to be honest.
Matt,
Hello.
turn 1 was just like basically that was the average. Turn 1
It was. I said it was going to be carnage because look, we've got 15 cars all running really closely, trying to get through turn 2 and 3, and it happens.
All I want to say
I
is
guess-
that is stop
yeah.
crying. It's the average turn 1 in long.
Yeah.
I think turn 1 realistically we're going to be able to discount. There's going to be so many different things involved with it. It's going to take us ages to go through. So instead of doing that,
I see so many
we'll have a quick look and see if there's anyone majorly at fault that we can spot, like really late braking or whatever. Then yeah, that's fair enough.
Also,
But yeah, I'll have a look at lap 2 with John and Spat, because if he is forcing him off, then fair enough. I'll have a look at lap 4 with you and Vantage Kian. Was there anything else that happened on lap 3 as well? Because I can have a look back at that. And of course, guys, remember to get out into your practice times, because your practice is your qualifier. We've got about 10 minutes of qualifier, so I'll turn my things on so I can see the time. There we are. Yeah, it's just about a minute. So 10 mins, lobby timer, then go. Practice is your qualifying.
Did you start qualifying right this time?
Maybe.
I don't really think it matters as long as you understand that.
There we are. That looks better. There we go. 10 minutes lobby timer, then go. Practice is your qualifying. Hello, Monster Diz. How are we, sir? Let's have a look at some lap times as they come in then. How many likes do we have on the stream, by the way?
Oh my god.
Whoever's checking. I've got one person who always checks. Don't make me have to do this myself, fellas.
Your car's ugly.
I'm going to have to do it myself. Fair.
Yeah, sorry, I have this one open.
You're very welcome.
I mean, you guys are on
Matt,
track, to be fair.
Last race, I spinned out to 11th place and then got 7th in the end.
Well, that's not a bad run at all.
Hello, yes.
Insane.
12 likes so far, I believe. From
What
what I
did you
can
say?
see here, it's got 12 likes. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
I already
guys.
know.
We love that. Remember, though, if you're new and you haven't already, smash that subscribe button.
Make that 13, by the way.
Stay involved with everything that we do here. And I do apologise about Baby Dragon in the background. She's unhappy about something. But it won't be for long. I'm saying that she'll be going to sleep anyway. But she's just teething at the moment, so it's a bit rough on her. Astral in tow with Orion, then up the mountain. Kian on the way through as well. Burnt just on the approach coming through the first corner. Oh, the first
Traffic
corner.
killing people.
What am I on
That's
about?
the norm.
Oh, is it Quarry Corner? I don't know, I need to remind myself of the track names here, because I used to be rather hot with the track names here at one point.
2 left, 3
Should I
right.
give you the track now?
Yeah, I might chuck the track map up, to be honest, it might help. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't...
circuit start info.
Right. Let's get a little Google window open. There we go.
Where's the circuit start info?
Bathurst track map. There we are. There's a nice one from Wikipedia, but it's tiny. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, download the original file. Okay. No shot, Demi. What? No, it's open lobby though. We know this, fellas. I gotta finish your cheat sheet. Ah, the I think she might be on about your Elmo's your cheat sheet for Minecraft. The structure block
Oh,
pieces.
that thing.
Yeah, I'm just getting a track map up right now. But we're looking at 203.6 from Kian, 204.1 from Astral, 207.2 from Spat so far, but must have had a bit of a poorer lap. Kian just out to have another attempt now.
I thought we were about to find out Casper's the one that makes slice grip cheat sheets.
Ah,
That
no.
was not funny.
It's not either of you.
I mean, I didn't laugh, so it couldn't have been massively funny.
Oh yeah, Matt.
Yes.
Went to Castle Coombe the other week, banging meat.
Yeah, I did see in the Discord. You put it in, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going again in July with a few of my mates on Stanley Car Club. We're going by two.
Nice. Fair play.
And then I think we're also going to Ink and Engines as well.
Kian's going to be held up with by burnt bread, I think, here. But no, fair play. Sounds like you got a lot planned and a good bit of summertime coming up for you, like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to get events like this done. See, I mean, it's just get as many as you can, take as many photos as you can. You know, it's always good to come back and look back on. You should never know when you're not going to be able to anymore.
Yep.
But yeah. So, what was I about to say then? Yeah, so we've got about 4 minutes left in the lobby. I've got the track map up now. I can see the corner. I can see the what's it called? I can see the corner names and numbers and whatnot. So it'll be a little bit better commentary on this round. I'd say it's hard to do it on the seaside, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to give the corners actually names. Honestly.
Yeah, that's we got the one bit that we call the S-ish. We just Panam, should me, you, and Jolva come up with one, or just you and Jolva if you want?
Yeah, we can.
That'd be great.
Sometime. Yeah, sometime we can surely.
Come up with our own seaside track map.
Oh, West not leaving.
I think we should name the first chicane of the V1, second.
Really, right
Ooh,
now.
Kian's looking to go purple once again.
You should name the test chicane.
Through Griffin's Bend, up quarries, or up to the cutting.
You should just name term 1 no heroics.
Don't be a hero.
Turn 1.
No, turn 2 it's don't be a hero.
Turn 2, yeah. Because turn 1 is a little right kink on the start.
Ooh,
No,
slip
turn
from
1's
Kian
no
up the
heroics,
mountain
turn
there,
2 is don't be an
unfortunately.
idiot.
What is the point of Vantage?
Oh, Cas. Right, so, guys, just for a little bit of clarification now, what Casper's cheat sheet was on about. It wasn't on about the Minecraft cheat sheet from Elmo. It was on about she's making, like, a PowerPoint that you can quickly switch to with, like, information about each track. It's got the corner numbers and names on a map. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's with every single track that we're racing in Gran Turismo 7, so. Because Casper's calling it a cheat sheet because it is really, really useful. And anything that's really, really useful is normally cheating.
Really?
Nah, that's just called learning.
So does that make graphic really useless?
Anything that makes graphic useless, I will agree to.
Yes.
I agree to that as well.
But then what's the
Berkeley didn't see that.
opposite of cheat
All those in favour of graphic being useless, say aye. Aye.
sheet? But what's then the
Aye.
opposite of a cheat sheet?
I'm flying. Oh my
Just
god.
like
Yes.
what, learning?
Thanks for the bump.
I don't know.
Cheat
I'm
sheet
already
is failing
going.
the
I'm going.
test.
I'm going red.
It'd be making it harder, just having all of the... who doesn't like Easter eggs? Do you know what? I don't know. People who don't like Easter eggs are just fun sponges. It's like the same as, like, right, we were having this conversation earlier. Like, I only know people that don't like or don't eat ice cream because they can't due to, like, a medical reason or, like, you know, like, they got, like, really bad lactose intolerance or something. Well, besides the point, there's, like, Casper's sister said that she knows someone that actively doesn't like ice cream. Like, is there a single human being in the world that, like, I mean, maybe apart from a few in, like, Central Africa that maybe hasn't tried it.
It ain't my favourite. I don't like love ice cream, but I don't mind eating it.
It's
I mean, I'll always have a spot in my heart for a Ben and Jerry's cookie dough.
exactly
Yeah,
like
of course.
Ben and a tub of Ben and Jerry's. No one's ever like given me a tub of Ben and Jerry's, and I've just gone, oh. No one's ever done that.
Then again, Berg, if you want to up the stakes, a bottle of Jack Daniel and car keys even better.
Hand that man his keys. Vantage doesn't like Easter eggs. Well, you're a fun sponge, Vantage.
Okay, kick Vantage out.
It's a joke.
Yes, please.
Remember to say that.
Hang on, I'm gonna shut the headset on. One sec.
But Orion, it's not a joke.
Still, YouTube can see it the live, or that.
But
The moderation, it's called.
lying is also not a nice thing to do.
Being annoying is not a good
It's
thing.
so funny.
No, also, no.
Every single time I stream, Baby Dragon decides to be loud. Without fail. Every stream.
Hello, fighter.
Guys,
What's the matter?
Yeah, but they're also disgusting flavors.
What?
There are some really bad.
Pistachio, I don't.
What's the matter?
Like I can't eat
I've seen
fish food.
someone make a Red Bull
Why
ice
are
cream.
you screaming like this?
Not gonna lie, I wonder
You're
if
not
that's
crying?
actually nice, yeah.
No.
Monster ice cream?
What up?
dude.
No, okay, I would buy that any
That's
day.
Yeah. Did you say monster ice cream?
Yes. it
You
exists.
sick individual.
I never ate it. I do not like Monster.
I mean, I can eat a Mars bar.
Did you say you
I
would
see.
eat the monster
What?
ice cream right away?
Not the what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to turn around, am I?
I just see Red Spatula and go.
Yeah, no.
The only
fuck,
time
fuck,
Baby
fuck.
Dragon stops like making noise when I look at her.
I'm not talking about
Give her a Red Bull.
Oh yes, because a Red Bull at
I
8
like
months
Red
old
Bull
is
in
exactly
bottle.
what she'll need.
Yes.
Yeah. I gave her some more milk.
Please, for the love of
But
humanity,
then
do not
again,
become parents anytime soon.
You graphic. Then again, I also prefer getting a drink that's double sized at Red Bull and also half the price.
Yeah, but let me guess. You drink the black.
Right, let's try and get on.
No, I drink the free ones like Rio Punch
right.
and stuff like that.
Fellas.
I like ice cream, but I just can't just guessing wrong.
Are
Are we going back to ice cream?
we all
I don't know.
are we all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
As for this.
Last lap was your lap before that.
Also, graphic, you deserve that.
It's last lap, to be honest. So yeah, if anyone is finishing, as long as you're past the start line, it's fine.
Graphic just blew up.
Oh
Graphic
gosh.
gave me a 5-second
Right,
penalty.
yeah. If we're all ready though, fellas, we'll get going. Who can move me over though? Because I was about to do that last time and I got moved over. Thank you. Yeah, when I ask, please, sir. But yeah, so we ready to go this evening, fellas?
You don't get a say in this.
Yeah, you are going.
Oh, I've just noticed Gueras has snuck into the lobby.
Bye.
How long's Gueras been in here? When did I miss that? Oh, John left. Gueras joined. Ah, I see. Hang on. Right. So, by the looks of it, we're all ready. So let's get underway, shall we? Remember, if you've got an incident, something happens, remember the lap, roughly where on track. Let me know afterwards in the YouTube comments, so down below. Try and do that as opposed to the game chat, so I can come back and catch it easier than I can with the game chat. But yes, guys, other than that, best of luck for everyone that's running tonight. Let's get into it then for 5 rounds here at Bathurst. Hopefully as well, it may dip into the evening a little bit towards the end of the race. I'm not too sure. Let's see, what have we got? Oh no, it's 5 times in the afternoon. It won't do anything, that's fine, but don't worry about it. Let's get underway. There we go. I haven't raced in it with people well, see how that goes. Yeah, Bathurst is really close quarter. There's no two ways about it. That if you're going to go too wide, you're going to be rubbing doors. It's going to be, well, it's not called Hell's Corner for no reason. We'll just have race info, there we go. Yeah, it's not called Hell's Corner for no reason, this first corner. It's a troublesome one. But Spatula out in front, Astral second, Kian third, Panam fourth. Guerraz in fifth with Deluxe in sixth. Yaski 7th, Burnt Bread 8th. Lights out and away they go. Ooh, bit of an incident off the start. Kian, I think, was a little bit later to launch than the rest, but Spatula holds the inside then into Hell's Corner. Round Spatula comes. Ooh, Grappig and Guerraz being a little bit aggressive with each other there, but every driver has managed to keep running, so fantastic job on Hell's Corner, guys. Well done. Spatula is out in front, neck and neck with Astral, switching positions either side as they approach then through Griffin's Bend and on to the cut-in. Spatula out in front. I don't even know where Spatula... I think Spatula might have even been on the outside, which means he's done him on the brakes, but... Oh, it's through the cut-in that Deluxe and Astral sneak through, and Panam. Spatula's down now in fourth. Yes, Astral in the RCNF once again leading the race. Could it be 2-4-2 for Astral? Deluxe, again, another familiar face now in the podium spot. He's in second place, and Panam running in third. Oh, who was that? Oh, Guerraz has had a big off there. Orion, I think, yeah, we just about caught that actually in the Porsche. That was fantastic. Great save, Orion. Spatula's down in 6th now. He's having a bit of a rough run here at Bathurst. JHS is in... Ooh, he's in 7th now. Orion's just gone around in his Porsche. Ooh, burnt P3, yes. Let's pop up. When did that happen? I don't know, but he's chasing Deluxe in second. Yeah, there's about half a second between those, but he's got half a second back or to Panam for fourth. So the podium position's looking to swap around here. The only one that's looking out in front and clear so far is Astral. Guerraz, check my crash. When was that? So that'd be lap 1, Skyline. Guerraz. Okay, just guys, make sure we're not leaving the race, though. We've got 15 still running, which is fantastic. I want to see 15 cross the line if I can. But Astral so far fastest, 2:08.5. Kian spun me out at elevated chicane. Okay. Lap 1, Vantage. Kian. Okay, there we go. Save clips. Don't just don't just tell him. Well, I mean, we're going to look back and have go back and have a look at it anyway. So Deluxe running in second place. Burnt Bread still in third, but with a lot of headaches so far behind from the Repsol M6 driven by Panam. Spatula in 5th. JHS 13, sorry, in the Alpha in 6th. Orion in 7th, with Kian just behind in the CCR M6 in 8th. Elmo in the Genesis in 9th. Yaski in 10th. And Cilia Ute in 11th. AK in 12th in the Castrol NSX. Nice to see a classic on the grid. Grappig in 13th in the McLaren Red Bull. That's more like it for Grappig's finishing position. Guerraz in 14th in the Supra. Behind with Vantage in the green RSR in 15th. 4 seconds ahead now for Astral as he approaches the Comrade straight here. At 2 laps in, that's fantastic lead for him. Half a second lost there, so it might have been a penalty actually, I didn't catch it. But Deluxe in second with 2 seconds behind. Spatula in third. Burnt in fourth with a bit of a headache now from Panam actually. In fifth. Oh, there we go. Panam now takes the position in fourth, and the inside line. Yeah, he's just ahead of Burnt there. Burnt has now got the headache behind from Kian and from Julian. Actually, there's a little bit of a train going on here from these four. We may even see a bit of action here into Hell's Corner come the start of lap 3. Oh, Kian spinning out Burnt Bread there. I'll say, let's go back and have a look at that one. That wasn't the right thing. Let's try that actually, see if that works. Yeah, we're going to have a look at this one a sec. So I'm not too sure what happened. It won't show it now. That's a shame. Okay, so start at lap 3. that was a little bit naughty, Kian, and so you certainly should be waiting for this position change back for Burnt Bread. That was rough. Spatula, though, in third. Pan Am fourth now. JHS 13 in fifth. So, yeah, Julian on a bit of a return there. Yeah, I don't think that was very fair there, Burnt. I'm going to have to go back and have a look. By the looks of it, Kian just pushed too hard and went for a move that he shouldn't have, and it's taken you out in the process. And, well, Julian's now just had to run a little bit wide, and he's dipped in behind Kian. Hasn't affected him, but they go too wide there. Julian then clips the barrier, catches himself, and it's Kian out in front. That one I'm going to argue tit for tat and a racing incident. But I would just like to have a look back at Murray's Corner lap 2, if I can. Because I do think that something happened there. It was a bit untoward, and we'll definitely have to have a look at. Orion in 7th, just serving a 0.5 penalty with Yaski behind it in 8th. Silly Up in 9th. Burnt Bread now running in 10th. Unfortunate Burnt. Right, Burnt's got a clip, so if you could send that to us, that'd be great. Grapig, Gueras, and then Vantage running last, coming down through Skyline Corner. Astro, though, 4.5 seconds out of Red Spatula, who has just made a move on Deluxe. Half a second behind now. Deluxe chasing in third. Pan Am in fourth, though. Just trundling along nicely. He's got a second and a half out behind to Kian. We'll see how that one plays out. And say Kian can be very quick around here, but he needs to keep it clean. He can't just go jumping on the inside of corners like that to try and desperately make a move. He needs to be patient on it. Don't know what Kian's problem is. Honestly, not to speak for the man, but he has good days and he has bad days. Sometimes he does race really cleanly. He races quick, and he's a joy to have on board in the lobbies. Other times he can be a little bit aggressive. Obviously he's racing right now, so I'm not looking for an answer from him. But I'm sure he's gonna. I don't know. He's gonna hopefully at least apologise for doing so, because I think it's going to be worth having a look back at. Spatula rundown could be insane. Oh, it's Pan Am in third. I've noticed. I'm sorry, I've missed that whilst talking about what had gone on there with Kian once again. I do apologise. So Spatula now chasing Pan Am back for his third place. What happened? I'll say Spatula was in second, wasn't he? He'd got round Deluxe. Spatula's just having a bit of a mare, I think, tonight. What a shame. But yes, Pan Am defending third place. The last spot on the podium from Spatula as much as he can. Conrad straight to go, and Spatula is bumper to bumper with him. It's going to be incredible. How do I send replays to you? If you're on PS4, you're unable to. So you're going to have to, you're going to have to send, just let me know what lap, roughly what part of the track, and who it was involved with, and we can go back and have a look at it. So far, we're going to be spending a while looking back at clips, so we're going to have to be quick. I'm going to have to see who I've got with me at the time to have a look back through the incidents. But it can't be anyone who was involved with the incidents. That's unfair. But Spatula now in front, though, as we saw the move with Pan Am. Pan Am just trailing in the Repsol M6. Hopefully he can hang on and maybe even battle Spat back on the last thing. So if you've got the clip, just send it over to me in a message. Just make sure you got me as friend, start a conversation with me and send it over in a message. Oh, you can in the app. There we go. Well, you can in the app. Clip it and send it over to my PlayStation. Which it will be on the screen when I got my camera on anyway. When Bernie just gave me new room, or no room, I was on his inside. I think you moved out late, mate. We're going to have a look back at it. We'll have a look back and see if it is anything, but we'll just come back, mate, okay? Realistically, it's happened. We'll just come back to it. So Pan Am still very much challenging Spat for third place. Spat's had a bit of an incident and he's hit the wall. Pan Am now around the outside into the cutting. Oh, it's Pan Am, though, into the wall. Luckily, not enough to affect him, and he just slots in behind Spat. Big slide from Pan Am's M6. Julian trailing behind, though. 4 seconds behind in fifth, with Orion just chasing in sixth. Orion's had a fantastic race so far, may I just say. Deluxe, though, he's doing really well in second, but of course, the real dominant run is from Astral as he heads down the mountain for the final time through the dipper here and approaching now Forest Elbow. Final lap around Bathurst. Of course, he won at Seaside, first race out. So 2 races, 2 wins so far on the cards for Astral. And say it's looking very good. He's with a nearly 10-second gap over the other cars. a phenomenally dominant run, especially with the BOP settings being a lot lower and a lot more, closer together, especially with everyone running these the meta cars. Few people running the off-meta car as well, like the NSX, for example, I don't think is very powerful. And it certainly can't contend with the likes of the M6 at the moment, but it's doing really, really, the RCF is doing really, really well. I really thought the M6 was the dominant car, but no, Astro comfortable in his RCF. He is happy to take the win here at Bathurst. 10 seconds out from the man in second place in the Citroen. He's got Spatula on his back bumper, but it is Deluxe in second place. Spatula, in third, and Panam very close behind indeed in fourth. Julian just across the line there in fifth. Yaski in sixth. Sorry, JHS13 in fifth. Yaski in sixth. Silly Up You across in seventh. Ooh, Burnt Bread and Orion. Quick change around there on Murray's Bend, but Burnt Bread in 8th and Orion. Fantastic recovery for Burnt Bread. Gueras in 10th in the Supra. AK in 11th in that NSX. And Grappig now round the final bend in 12th. 23 corners around this track. And a fantastic race that was for some. Not the best for others. And so we've certainly got a few things to look back at for race 2. But hopefully nothing too much. So Vantage then just ringing up the rear in 15th. Hello, lobby is full. Yes, Tariq, lobby is full. It's open lobby, and unless we really need to, we're not going to do we're not going to be doing a lobby refresh either. So yeah, it's going to be this lobby, and hopefully, not hopefully, but if any spaces do come up, obviously I'll call them. Did I join late? Do you know what, Turbo? No, you haven't joined late this time. We're just an hour in, so it's an open lobby, and it's just a first come first serve on the space. So yeah, but we're going to have to have a look back at that one there. There's a few things that happened across the board. Does anyone have anything that they need to add or need to put across? How do you add me as friend? Just click on my name in game and view profile. I'll put my thing in anyway. Put my PSN in anyway. Even though it'll be on the screen in a second.
It's not. It's okay. If you get killed, then you get upset about it.
Anyway, Advantage has added me anyway. I might as well finish this off. I've put so much effort into it. PSN. There we go. Adding friends is personal.
I'd say
No, I don't mind. I'm AFK for like 10 minutes if that's right. Elmo, you're going to have to leave the lobby if you're AFK. Simple as, my man. Astro, where are we off next?
To avoid total dominance, that's what I do in my streams as well. When someone wins twice in a row,
Space in the lobby, fellas, whoever is looking to join.
No, it's not.
Oh, Panam,
No one has. There is no space because I am the space.
Harrison is the space.
really want you not
Harrison is in. But yes, guys, if you want to add me on PSN, there we go. It probably is going to be the fastest way to join. I just accept everyone. It's fine. Keep getting killed in T1. That's the issue. Well, it's happened. So move on. Orion sent the clip. What's Orion sent the clip of? Burns now sent a video clip, so we'll have a quick look at these. So, Orion, and I'm thinking, I don't know, is this Vantage? Is this what Kean was on about? Daytona. Okay, I'll change that over in a second, bud. 2 seconds. Nighttime Daytona. Interesting.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I don't actually think anything vicious has happened here. Julian's hit the wall. Oh, actually. Julian? Are we seeing this on the stream, fellas?
Wait.
Watch on the stream a second.
Yes.
Let's have a look.
Give me a minute.
So Julian hits the wall. He looks like he's sort of aiming. He straightens out there. Gueras moves to the left. And then JH13 just doesn't check his radar and moves straight across and takes square as out.
I believe.
And JH13 keeps going and doesn't give the space back.
Matt, I believe I saw Kian and JHS fighting in the drop after Skyline. Kian and JHS pushing each other into the walls, basically. They're playing auto scooter more than racing.
Right. So let's have a look. By the looks of it, I can't really see from this clip, to be honest. It's got bonnet view to. Right. So can see on the radar Kian's to the. Yeah. Yeah, he just didn't check his radar and he's just come straight into it. I don't believe it was malicious, it was just carelessness, I think. But looking here, I can see in the radar that Kian's moved out and he is to the left of... He's to the left. But... Burn... it's not F1, so are we playing the Apex rule in terms of because that's a bit... If there's any space, I'll join back after. No worries, Spat. You did go in as far on to the left as you possibly could, Kian. I'll give you that.
Orion's gone for that.
But that was a bit of a tap. That was rough.
Go Orion.
Alright then, Orion. No worries. Okay. I think there's going to be a clip coming there from Vantage. Hope you guys win some races. Yes. Hopefully they all do. Spatula is out, so there's now 2 spaces in the lobby for anyone who's looking to join. See you later, Orion. Yeah, and so we're just waiting for Alan to send a clip over, I guess. In fact, no, I'll change it over to Daytona in the meantime. I use brake notes sometimes when in battles I forget to brake, so I keep on as a reminder. That's fair enough. Just, I find that you may get a bit too reliant on them if you just sort of use them every now and again.
Yeah, when you lose them all the time, you'll get way too...
Daytona Road, and you wanted it in Twilight. I think we'll do Twilight 5 times, or let's do 10 times.
Okay.
12 times, screw it.
I love the fact his name is Vantage GT3 and I've never seen him in...
I've never seen him in Advantage GT3, yeah. I think he's joined a car show and I've never seen him in Advantage either.
I mean, I'm Pan Am and I've never seen myself in a Pan Am plane.
Well,
yeah, because you fly into the towers.
Okay, yeah, bye.
right.
I'm
That was a bit naughty, that was.
Yeah.
Should we get rid of him?
No, get rid of that.
That was, you literally just made a 9/11 joke, mate.
Huh? That wasn't even a...
Yeah, come on, Panna.
Pan Am wasn't...
It wasn't Pan Am.
Wait, what car show are you
Right,
doing?
I'm gonna give you a stern warning for that. Let's not do that again. That was silly. Harrison.
That's Kian.
It wasn't Kian.
Prove it.
What?
Prove it.
There is a literal recording.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Bro, the pit act...
That's mean it's all gone all tense and quiet now after that. What have you done that for? You just had to drop a joke, didn't you? You had to cross the line. You had to take it that one step further. There was no need in it. Yeah, I run ABS. I've tried it on weak and it's like, yeah, it doesn't really work.
Most people are. It's pretty much impossible to drive by it.
That's mean it's, yeah. The old school method is to just sort of be very gentle on the brakes, but can't really do that on a sim. Yeah, it's something that old school people used to race with, or the old cars. Or rally drivers, for example, don't really use ABS. Right, anyway. Usual, 10 mins.
Graphic, are you okay?
Am I the only one that heard Harrison say that?
I didn't hear it, so...
I have Matt too loud.
10-minute lobby time and then go...
Before anyone gets upset.
No, it wasn't. It was really fun.
Practice is your qualifying. Right, one more space left in the lobby. Who's just joined?
For you.
Troyer. Ah, welcome back, Troyer. So we're going to have to look back at pretty much all the races tonight, I'd imagine. Hopefully we can just have one race where everything's clean and we haven't got to look back at everything, yeah.
Nah.
We're doing Daytona. That's not.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't think there'll ever be a clean race. No offense, Matt.
Especially not here.
Yeah, Keen.
On this track. He's also in the call, you know?
Yeah,
You know, but remember he has us all muted, other than you, because he's your fanboy.
Oh, Harrison.
Can we not be so nasty in the group? Can we all be a bit nicer to each other, please? It'd be.
I mean, he did
But
join
he
the
has
group
us
chat.
muted.
He did join the group chat saying I have all the others muted. I don't like them.
I can't even hear him. He's probably got me muted, to be honest.
I don't have to use it.
Oh, you're just being quiet. That's fair enough. Bro, I genuinely thought you weren't here because I have actually heard silence from you for so long.
Graphic, you are lagging.
Yeah, no.
Is it as bad as me?
No, because you're not lagging.
I will say though, Kian, like you are starting rivalries with everyone tonight, Kian.
I know, but like with Vantage now, he's just such a slow driver that like whenever I get knocked down to the back, I try and get past him, he just blocks. That's all he does, he just blocks. And then like if I try to get past him, he just tap me or something. So I just
He
took
doesn't
him out
need to
twice.
race.
To be fair, Kian doesn't either though.
Have you seen the last two races, man?
Kian hasn't left the last two. He's left the last one.
He has.
Oh, have you actually left both? Oh, Kian.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, of course I have. I'm down the back, like. Is there any point?
That's a race ban, isn't it,
So
lads?
you can recover. If you're the best driver, you
Yeah,
can recover from
true.
back.
I swear. I spun like 8 times and crashed 8 times at Dragon Trail. I still came 9th.
I was about to say, me and
Oh,
Graphic are
that's
probably gonna.
Also,
crash
AK, yeah,
the
AK's in the
last one
NFX
driving.
still. I'd like to see AK do well and say he's a newcomer in the lobby. It's good to finally see some new faces. AK be able to join tomorrow as well.
He's not that slow. I think.
No, I'd say he's actually got potential, I think.
Who, AK?
Yeah.
Maybe behind.
Yeah, he's right behind me right now.
You have to come up to me, I'm important.
It's like he may just be. Oh, Yaski cutting the grass big time there. That might end in a penalty for him. Oh no, there's no penalties in practice. Oh yes, there is. Never mind. I stand corrected. Bit of grass munching. Do you reckon it's going to be 3 for 3 for Astral then? 3 wins,
Yes.
3 races. He could well make it happen. Yeah, he's chosen well here. So he's set it up a bit, haven't he? He's like, oh, if I win first, I'll pick that. Win second, pick that.
I expect American 1, 2, 3.
I expect not.
Graphics.
If SAS was here, he'd challenge Astral. He's done a few 24-hour races around here, hasn't he?
Who?
SAS.
Yeah, Harrison, he has great experience
Yeah,
for our race, doesn't he?
yeah. Me and Harrison.
Are you on about the clip where he went to pit backwards or something?
Yes, and he got reset. That was where he was mine and
And-
Harrison's teammate. He just screwed our race, so.
Yeah, and SES loves Harrison.
Yeah, I think he still hates me to this day.
Because you didn't turn up to your stint or what?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they gave the slice. No, not they actually weren't slice fault. SES gave me the 2 worst stints possible for my time zone. Like SES knew he was going to be staying up all night, and he gives me the closest ones at the middle of the morning.
Like, honestly, Harrison, I had one at 3 in the morning. And then I stayed up until like Slice and S did theirs, the best stint. But then I went to sleep, and that's exactly when your stint was at least.
Kian wouldn't have made that if he tried. I don't know. So I just read into the comment as it came in. I'm not gonna lie. It's just-
It wasn't true.
no, it's just a comment that came in. Just saying realised Kian wouldn't have made that if he tried. Said Burnt.
Yeah, but
So I don't know.
Impeccable.
Should we just call Burnt and Kian's a racing incident and move on with it, and then we don't have to review it later?
Yeah, that was the issue.
Yeah,
I don't know.
just
I
do
didn't
it
see
there.
I mean, he was there in a set. I think Burnt could have moved over at least a little bit and given him the chance to make it.
I slowed down enough. I had the base. I wasn't going to swing wide. I was just there, just didn't check radar. Simple. I just took the
But
race.
Kian,
So you agreeing it's not a racing incident?
No, I'm good for races. I don't really give a shit about it. But like,
Oh,
if you're just not going to race, this without checking
Dang,
radars, then this is gonna happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, we know we got to keep our radar on. So
You know, we
hopefully,
can't do
you
that.
know,
Exactly.
again, this race is a bit better. With that said, though, there weren't that many incidents, were there? Who's not on track?
Well, now you said that, now it's gonna be
Oh, there's
fun
one
stuff
space in the
here.
lobby if anyone's after it.
Just now.
What?
By the way, no one noticed.
I didn't actually.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm pink.
Also, Pan Am,
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I feel so slow in the M6 after a massive nerf they gave every car.
Same. I feel
Bro,
like
it
on
struggles
every
to get to
track,
6th gear.
Oh, there you are. Elmo's back.
Harrison,
Alright, I'm gonna try
Yeah.
McLaren.
That's just the
Alma, you
general
might actually have chance to get a lap out here.
in general.
I know, but they
in
took like
general.
40, 50 horsepower from it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Matt,
Also,
please let
they
me
made
try.
Track
every
is
car like
so
2 seconds
bad.
slower. Every car is like 2 seconds slower.
You what?
Like the equivalent of a 136 is a 134 at Dragon Ball Z.
Do you want me to stay on? Do you want me to stay with you for a lap?
You know, we're doing like at max
No, I'm not
30,
saying that. I'm just
37s
saying don't start.
or 36.
Yeah,
No,
no,
no. It's going
no.
at. It's literally you got 2 minutes and then it's final
I
lap
did,
call.
I did a lap around Red Bull after the nerf.
So you've got
and
2
I
minutes now to
still
get
got
across
low
and start your
129s.
flying
I
lap.
was getting high 129s.
Yeah, that. I'll take that.
On every track we got like
Astral's looking to go quicker than his best already with a 146.4 on the board.
More or less.
I didn't get what the need was.
I think we've got a new fastest lap coming with Astral here.
I like the DOP.
Yeah, because every car could still compete.
He's just got the chicane and Gueras in the way of a faster lap here. We'll stay on board with him, see what he can do.
We are doing now 37s and race pace. That's the 37 now is the equivalent to like 35
Yeah.
before that.
Well, to be fair, the seaside times are about 130, 137.
Yeah, but
No, he
that's
hasn't
because
gone
of the
quicker.
DOP. That's because of the DOP that made us all cars as well 2 seconds slower roundabout. We would be doing 35s. 37 is equivalent to a 35 before that day.
Bro, just drive the car, man.
We know it is slow, just drive the car, please.
That
Ooh,
was the
Troya's very close to your time indeed, Panam. 146.628 for Troya.
didn't even notice.
Oh, is that another penalty? Yeah, man, this track is so bad.
Are
I
you
like
spinning in the chicane,
He's just getting penalties.
Kian?
Yeah, she beautiful.
I don't know. Grapping, if you could hear Kian, then no, but if you couldn't hear Kian, then yeah, he's muted you, mate. It's just fair to say.
Wait.
Right. Ooh, final lap.
Now he doesn't hear you.
Yeah, I thought it's just they can't.
Now Major. Yeah, we can still hear him. But he just can't hear us.
Alright, never mind. I am
It's hard
not
to-
bad.
There we go. Final lap. So what should I give it now? Another. It's a 146.
Slash jinx speed, says graphic second.
Grapping, you're gonna come second last.
Yeah. Hey, Dragontail P4. It's a good
That
performance.
that wasn't bad. However, it's already been called that you bumped Kian off. So
Yeah, I also got bumped.
I don't see where the problem is.
That was turn 1 on the first lap.
Yeah, like,
I was just trying to make a point. He did do well.
oh, so the when
No, you did.
finally-
You did well to be able to get fourth. I'll give you that.
Why are you hating graphics so much, Matt? Why are you hating graphics so much?
Yeah, what?
I'm sorry. Is something has something changed? Is this new?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Well, Harrison, for you it's not.
Well, I apologise for not making it obvious sooner.
I mean, I bully you enough, so it's I'm not good for it.
Half.
Yeah, that depends on the mood.
Right, anyway, so,
Also on the game.
yeah, we've had our 2 minutes now. Could you move me over, please, Pan Am? Best of luck, everyone, for the race. 5 laps of Daytona infield. Kian, I watched you just do your last lap. Shut up. I was on board with you the entire time.
Outlap.
Well, you've done your timing, haven't you? You've already got your lap time. Right. Anyway, you knew the rules. 10 minutes lobby time. I said final lap 2 minutes ago. Anyway, right. Thank you. There we are. I'm just on my own now. But yes, we'll get ourselves going then. Best of luck to all the racers involved. Let's get underway then. 5 laps in the night at Daytona. Oh. Get myself in a ready position to spectate the race. There we are. Let's get ourselves some racing information. Astral front of the grid. Pan Am second place. Troyer in third. Sit up you in fourth, and then Kian in fifth. Bit of a change around in the names from what we're used to seeing tonight. Lights out and away they go. Everyone's managed to get away decently. If someone had a bit of a lower start there, Troyer instantly dipping himself under the lines. I think he may not realise penalties are on. And hopefully he doesn't get penalised for that in the Camel AMG. But Troyer currently out in front then. Leading into what I assume is turn 1. Ooh, a few people having a bit of an off there. Who is that? Let's see, well, this lot's running 15th there, last being AK. So, well, I think AK there came off, but I'm hoping he can have a better recovery. Elmo has just come right off. What just happened there? Oh, why does it do that? Like, obviously I don't want to watch that. Let's try and watch back. So, Elmo. Ooh, he's taken a shunt. He's taken a shunt from behind. Who was that? Who's in that M6? Please don't tell me it was Kian again. But, yeah, he just took a big shunt from behind Elmo. Currently Troyer out in front then. Astral second place. Deluxe in third place, battling with Kian in fourth. Yeah, literally bumper to bumper between these two. Graphic in fifth, battling away with Pan Am in sixth in the SMFC M6. JHS 13 in the Bilstein Hurricane in seventh, and Burnt Bread in the WRT M6 well, he's now in seventh. Bit of an issue there, I think, for a few drivers. It's a bit of a scrappy one tonight, guys. Graphic dropping back a few places. They're down to 8th. Burnt Bread are now on board with, is now in 6th. Kian in 4th. Deluxe 3rd. And Troyer second place, battling now with Astral out in front in the lead. So it's an interesting race for sure, this one. I'll say there's been a few incidents. So you guys, if there has been any serious foul play, Elmo, I'm with you on that one, lap 1. We'll go back and have a look at that one, because I don't even know who that was to be able to instantly say to them to stop or give the position back, etc. But lap 1, race 3, I want to say. Yeah, race 3. And it was Guiras. It was Guiras. Carlos, you naughty boy. That was a serious bump. 11th for Carlos. I'd say Ilmo's running really far behind. Guiras, I'd like to see some form of self-punishment from yourself here. Are we sure it was Guiras in the... Okay. Oh, Guiras. I'd like to see some form of self-punishment, please, if you'd like to avoid something at the end for that one on Elmo. And ruining Elmo's race, I'd like to say, from lap 1 with that big punt and taking him out and unfortunately then just carrying on. If you'd have waited for him, it would have been resolved straight away. But no, that was a bit nasty, sir. Elmo's just left. That's fair enough. Your race was ruined, mate. So Astral and Troyer, first and second place then. Rather close together for once. Astral not just tearing away with it like he has done in the last couple of races. So it's nice to see some action at the top end for once. Deluxe in third place, being chased rather closely again by Kian in fourth. Pan Am in fifth in his M6 with Julian in JHS13 running in 6th. Kyoto, hello, welcome back. Long time no see, how are we? Grappig in 7th place with Harrison in his Shadow Realm livery M6. Weaving in and out of the mirrors, making him aware that he's there. He's got Burnt Bread close behind him as well in the WRT M6. He dropped down from 6th, which is unfortunate. Something must have happened to him. But Guerraz in 10th now, and AK in 11th. Yaski in 12th, and then Vantage in 13th. Good to hear, Kyoto. Oh, JHS 13. What's happened here? Grappig. Grappig also backwards. Let's go back and watch that a second. Grappig having a bit of a wobble with Harrison. Harrison runs wide. JHS 13 and Harrison having a bit of a barge. Smacking into each other. JHS and Grappig. Let's have a look. Yeah, Grappig getting really close to the inside of Silly up. Newton pushing him slightly wide, I'd like to say. I'm so sorry from JHS 13. Okay, so he knows something's happened and he has apologised. Have you given the position back? I'm sorry from Burnt Bread. What happened there? I don't know. Burnt Bread's waiting though, so whatever's happened, I'm glad that it was sorted. Hello, Jovel. Nice to see you. Stream keeps pausing for me. Probably an issue on my end though. I haven't dropped any frames and it's saying the connection's excellent, so hopefully it isn't the stream ends. If anyone else can double check that, but if not, just give it a refresh and see if that works. So Guerraz in 10th, Jay or Julian DNF'd. Okay, you know, we don't like people leaving the race though. See, there's only 11 people running in the race. Troy unfortunately slowing down from a penalty in 2nd place, which means he's going to lose the position eventually now to Deluxe as they come around across the start-finish line and approaching Tier 1. Deluxe, oh, he's lagging around a bit in the RCF. Oh, whoa. I don't know where he is. I don't know whether Deluxe made that. No, he's in 4th. Okay, so it's Troy in 2nd place still. The penalty didn't affect him too much. Whoa, hang on. There's a bit of lag going on for Deluxe there. Kian now running in 3rd place. Deluxe. It's hard to keep going. It's hard to keep this going straight-faced, if I'm honest, right now. Deluxe is skipping all over the gaff. Whoa, no, he's in front. Whoa, no, he's not. Poor Deluxe. If this is what he can see on his screen, I'm surprised he's managed to make it around this far of the lap. He's closely behind Kian. I wonder what Kian can see. If Kian can see this and it's going all over the place, that's going to be confusing. Ooh, Troy running wide with another penalty. Concedes the position to Kian. So after complaining and moaning about this track, he finds himself on the 2nd place of the podium. Kian's done nicely there to get himself into 2nd place on the closing part of the penultimate lap. Deluxe now into 3rd with Troy behind with a 0.5 penalty. Again, not too sure what's going on with Deluxe, whether he's actually 3rd or 12th. Even though as well, there's only 11 people running. Panam, though, in 5th. He's not too far behind, actually. And then he's got Harrison chasing him down in 6th. AK, again, in the NSX, he's doing well in 7th. So he was towards the back of the grid for the other 2 races, so it's great to finally see him getting a bit of getting a bit of prestige behind him in the lobby and coming 7th. So far, anyway, nicely done. Yaski in 8th, Burnt Bread in 9th, and then Vantage in 10th, with Guerraz ringing up the rear in 11th in the Fanatec Absolute Racing livery 911. It's really nice livery, though, I must say, Guerraz. I'm really impressed by that. It's really, really smart. And thank you, of course, for self-penalising and sorting the issue out with Elmo. I say we can scratch that one off the come back and have a look list anyway. Same as we can scratch off lap 1, race 2, can't we? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so Astral 2.5 seconds out then from 2nd place, occupied by Kian. He's got Deluxe in tow. Now that the lags, well, no, I can't exactly say it's entirely sorted itself out. Shame late to a stream. I got my GT all nice and ready too. And say, well, it's an open lobby. If and when a space arises in the lobby, you're welcome to jump in and join. And then tomorrow, of course, it's newbies only. Unfortunately, though, Koto, I think you don't count as new because you've been in more than 2 streams of ours. 2 stream evenings, haven't you? The limitations for the newbie racing, it's you have to have been in a maximum 2 streams. My problem is on some of these tracks, I'm too focused on the driving, I forget to check my radar sometimes. I admit driving is aggressive and defensive, but usually. I get that, Julian. I mean, for example, we've seen you in the the open wheel, the Super Formula, and you're really, really good there. Again, it's just with checking the radar. I get what you mean. It can be hard to be able. I lashed out because it happens every race. Okay, no, that's all right, mate. And say it's happened. But yeah, it's just quickly. I'm bored with Astro. Actually, he's about to finish the race, so we'll get into this just in the change around in the lobbies, to be honest. But Astral then across the penalty line for the last time. No penalties above his head as he approaches the checkered flag, and he takes it. It's 3 lobbies, 3 victories for Astral. Kian in second place, coming home in the CCR. CCR M6. Deluxe in third. Troyer in fourth in the Camel AMG. Panam in fifth. Harrison in sixth and seventh for AK. Yaski backwards across the line in 8th in his WRT livery M6. Burnt Bread in the other WRT livery M6, just slightly different design on it. I'll say slightly different, very different. He finishes in 9th. Gueras across the line in 10th. And then Vantage behind, finishing in 11th. I didn't mean to delete the message. Oops. It's all good, bud. But yeah, in the open wheel, you were very good and say it is tedious having to check the radar. But yeah, it's just trying to get into the habit of it. But it shouldn't take you too long to be able to get hold of anyway. But yeah, well done, Astral. Probably going to get moved back over to the Discord in a second. And if not, there's your cue. Thank you very much, Panam. Of course, he's streaming over on Twitch with the driver's point of view. And he's staying in the general chat as well for everyone to be able to hear it. Sorry, but I didn't crash Elmo in the first lap. Can you show me the record? It's back in the... I'll save the replay anyway and we'll go back over it. Harrison's jumped out. Not too sure why. But Gueras, if it wasn't you that hit Elmo, then... If people can race more clean, then we have more clean. I know, but this one we want clean racing. We normally have clean racing. We've let ourselves slip this evening, fellas. There's been a few incidents here and there. For example, Gueras, I might have even wrongly punished Gueras in the Porsche and asked him to asked him to self-punish in a way because of what he did to Elmo, and of course Elmo then DNF'd. I don't know who hit Elmo first corner. I think I in my head I'm saying it was an M6.
There is a few of those.
No, I know, and that's the problem. I can't remember for the life of me who it was.
It wasn't me. That's what I know. I have
No one slowed down to say it was them, so I don't know. Casper was watching back, and she's saying it's...
I don't think it was Kian, so I think it was either Burnt Yaski or
Wait, where did Berg start?
It might have been Yaski.
Burn.
I didn't... But it's alright. Okay, as long as you're alright about it. Autopolis for Astral, but Zach is fuming.
I think in all the 5 laps we did, I never hit the braking point for turn 1.
Not once?
Not once.
Oh dear. Right then. Okay, so Autopolis, 5 laps.
Let's go.
As chosen by Astral, the 3-time winner now in the lobbies. He's won all 3 lobbies that we've run so far tonight. As Slice just rightly said, the longest winning streak in any RDR lobby has been 6 wins on the trot, and that's the all-time RDR record. Let's see if Astral can beat that tonight. If he comes first here, I mean, don't forget he's been loyal to that RCF as well. He's kept that going the entire time, so that could well be either A, a very, very meta car, or B, he's just very, very fast. There's the 2 options, really. Okay, I'm going to try to cleanly recreate my last race at Autopolis, last GT3 lobby. Yes, because you did really well, didn't you? Look at my clip, please, says Grappig. What is this clip, Grappig? Hello, Kyoto, welcome.
Okay, I want to try out.
Yeah, I got it. It's just processing. Let's review this quick.
Yeah, that was the PS4 light. I haven't seen it, but I know.
It might be him. Oh, it's processing.
Oh, right, yeah, so Grappig, that's what happened with Julian, and he literally apologised straight away for it. He was like, Grappig, I'm so sorry. And he did wait.
Has not done any...
He did wait. Okay, so Burnt Bread's clip. It's broketed. That's not good. there we go. Right, so... Yeah, Julian, you apologised for that burnt. I didn't realise it was just a different angle of the same incident, but thank you for giving it to me either way. But yes, as usual, let's just bang it in the chat. 10 mins, lobby timer, then go.
This car just sounds so beautiful.
Practice is your qualifying. There we are.
R8 from 19. Oh yeah.
Are you in the R8?
I'm just trying something.
Well, I know why he's in the R8, because that's what Zach uses.
No, this is hell. How does he drive it? This is understood as hell. How does he drive this?
Wait, which R8 are you in?
2019.
Does he use it's the R8 Evo he uses, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the 19.
Oh, this also has a red.
They're both.
Huh.
They're both.
Let's watch Pan Am for a bit then. Let's watch him try and pilot the R8 that Zach's so famously comfortable with around this track.
Yeah, this is understood as hell. So
Yeah, then you have
It is
not
a-
driven the McLaren, but
I have, but not pulse update. No.
yeah, no, that.
I mean, don't forget, Zach's knowledge of Autopolis itself is pretty good.
I know the corner names.
I know.
Yeah,
Alpine
corner
is
names, yeah.
nothing.
Pan Am knows the corner names of a lot of tracks.
First turn.
Phantom, what's
I
the
didn't-
name of the fourth corner?
Fourth.
He'll tell you when he gets to it.
The fourth turn actually don't think it has a name.
Are we sure it doesn't have a name?
Everyone has.
Racing. No. Okay.
Just give it a name right now. Call it Benedict.
Call it Benny. Let's go.
No, not Benedict.
Who's putting in a time yet? No, no one's putting a time. Oh no, well yeah, it's about 2 minutes elapsed. Yeah, let's allow it until they were 1:46 from Astral. AK. I mean, who's AK? AK's got Silly Up Ute in front of him.
Humanity. I hate all of humanity. No exceptions.
Oh, so you hate yourself?
Yes.
Well,
I see and say Silly Up Ute. He's gonna go third, but does AK take it? No. Bit slow, a bit of a slower lap for AK. I think he must have had a bit of an issue. Jolvo though next to approach the line and not on a. No, he's not on a push lap here. Starting his flyer now. Yaski. Yaski not on a push lap either, I don't think. No, I think he's starting his as well. JHS 13 also in the same predicament. Pan Am now.
8 people joined while on my lap, and that's why I have PS4 again, but said like 1
8 people joined.
backward. Basically, they all ticked in, and that destroyed my lap.
Right.
So they have the
they can
PS4
move
leg.
their car.
I have the PS4 leg, which every time
Get down,
I
Loons.
tick in, I get teleported back like 500 meters. Holy shit.
She's going to move you when you get down. So then, Silly Up Ute still in second place currently. Pan Am third, Jolvo fourth, but of course Jolvo just starting his flying lap. Pan Am, what happened on your lap at 149?
I literally said what happened. 800 people joined, that's why I got teleported back 800.
I just didn't believe it, so I was asking for the real reason.
This is the real reason.
Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah, I
Like-
don't believe it, buddy.
Fuck you, Rabbit, I'm gonna challenge you. And if I get
We love giving him a hard time.
Admin abuse.
yeah,
I'm gonna report you,
stop
buddy.
crying. Stop crying.
You're crying.
800 people, it put me back.
No, that's just
Delox has gone third fastest. Well, he did.
yeah. Just do it. Go ride your bicycle. Go outside, bro. Yeah. And I don't want that to change, so I can't.
Dins. Dins beats Cuddles every time. Jolvo second place from his flying lap with a 1:46.731, just 2 tenths out from the fast lap of Astral. Silly Up Ute with a 147.6, still holding third place, and then AK with a 148.7 now on his as an improved lap from him in fourth. Deluxe still yet to score, but he of course set a faster lap before he reset himself out of the pits. Yeah, Julian, as he says in the comments as well, it's the last comment that I got here, he came P2 last time, so we're hoping for a nice result from him. So far in the McLaren, he's got himself to 8th, but again, he's got a little bit more time after this lap now to be able to set a decent time, so we'll see how that unfolds for him. Yeah, so Pan Am's now gone into third in the R8. I think he's starting to find the grips with it. A 146.929 from him, putting him 0.4 off the pace. But he's currently now faster. He's gone purple. Kian, though, comes in with a 146.065 and absolutely wipes the floor with Astral's lap of a 160 or a 146.271's just been put in by Astral. So not so much for a floor wiping lap now. I don't think you're on. I don't say Kian. I don't think that was a great start for you, was it? No, 0.2 down, unfortunately, for Kian. Jolvo, he's in third currently. What's his lap time looking? Panam, of course, he was on a flyer as well as he just approaches. Have a look where he is. Ooh, he's looking to go better, potentially higher than Jolvo, but not any further up the leaderboard, I don't think.
Yeah, I have a lot of time to take still. But I just need to find the
like a 45 thick, I'd say.
A 45.6. That's. Is that what your optimal's saying?
That's what I'm saying, because I was 8 tenths off, and then I lost 3 tenths.
Vantage,
3
please.
4 tenths. And that's 20 seconds. So
Vantage, if you aren't on your flying lap, mate, Panam is. Oh, Vantage. Try not to block, mate.
trouble all night.
Is he serious?
Yeah, did he just ram you then, or something? Because
No,
that
he
is
just blocked me like
exactly
800 times.
Yeah,
He
no,
did
that's
block
what
you quite a few times there.
he does. That's his way of defending. Then when he gets punted off, he won't just wipe. He cries about it in chat. Like,
I mean, he's in the kit. He left to turn 1, or first turn. Sorry.
I missed my braking point.
that's so much straight line speed. Yeah.
You destroy my lap, I destroy yours.
Oh, I'm noticing the Red Dragon Racing logo there on the side of Jovo's LSR livery 911.
I
Yeah.
won't get one more lap.
Good spot, good spot.
Wait, did you put the
Someone in a pink Porsche just ignored my existence. Pink Porsche, we silly up Ute. Yaski has to go. No worries, Yaski. Means there is a lobby space coming up when Yaski leaves. But see you next stream, bud. Have a good one.
GR3 gets any bit of dirt on the tires is shoot on ice.
I feel like the front tires are nice.
Yeah, we're just about closing now to the final lap, so I'm just going to let everyone know. There we are. We'll stay on board then with Kian for the final lap. Yes, Kian, as and when you get round to it.
No. When I cross the line, then the one last lap starts because I can go faster.
That's what I mean. So when you come to the line, then that is your final. That is your final lap.
Okay.
Can we please do a wet race? Says Julian.
No.
I'll put that down to the poll. That's going to be. Yeah, it's gone over the. I've called final lap.
Like, I'll be down for like a long race where it switches from dry to wet.
I hate this car.
That would be
Why'd you drive it?
One long race now.
Wait, what car you driving, Pernam?
You have to pit for
Alright.
dries to wet.
Yeah, I'll change it up as well.
Yeah, like a weather change pit I'd prefer over a mandatory.
Yeah. And then people can implement
Where's their nice
strategies
dinner,
then,
Luke?
like, depending on when they want to
Where's
set
10
the
nice
race.
tins? Did you
No,
buy
I'll
a
go
tins
for the
again?
car. Why not?
Did you buy the tin again, or did you get the pouches? Pouches.
Man, I
Sweet.
hate people. I swear. Holy shit.
Who's just joined the grid?
Whoa, Pan Am, party language.
Yeah, okay,
What's the
quick second.
Who's
I
joined the
just
grid?
lost
Because
the purple
Yaski's left.
I just lost the purple there because of that.
I have no idea.
As well,
I hate humanity. Going to kill someone.
Harrison, right, okay, thank you. Right, okay then, so yes, Astral, I think Astral might be on his last lap, depends where Kian is. Kian's on his last lap.
Don't worry about me on a lap. I'm on my out lap.
Honestly, leave me alone with R8. I'm never
Right, I called final lap at...
you can just start it.
I called final lap at about the 10-minute mark anyway, so I haven't got the time to play with you a second, Loons. You're going to have to wait. So we'll get ourselves underway in just a moment. What are we on? Yeah, 12 minutes. Okay.
Advantage.
Yeah, I'll just quickly move myself
Advantage.
over.
Because Vantage isn't driving it.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. We moved ourselves over, so yes, let's get underway for 5 laps then at Autopolis, which is race 4 this evening in the Group 3 Sprint Lobby. Best of luck to everyone running. We'll see you out there on the track. It's interesting to see who's placed where when it comes down to it now as well with the final timings then. So I didn't actually see anyone just finishing off their laps in the couple of seconds left of practice. Could have changed round in that time. We'll have a look. I mean, the front ones, they look pretty much the same. We've got Astral in front, Kian second place, D-Lock's actually in third, he's snuck in there. Pan Am in fourth, Jolvo 5th, Siliop U in 6th, and Grappig 7th. Troya then in 8th. We got Koto at the bottom in 15th, Harrison 14th, Vantage 13th, Gueras 12th, JHS 13th, 11th, Burnt Bread 10th, AK 9th, and away they go. So, D-Lux and Astral instantly fighting for the lead. D-Lux comes out on top. Astral, though, securing the inside line into first turn. Bit of a touch there from Astral, but he backs out of it. Oh, what's happened here behind with Grappig? What happened there? Let's go back and have a quick catch of that. I think he's just slipping and sliding. Yeah, and he's just eventually lost his way. That's unfortunate. Koto now running in 14th behind Siliop. Gueras in 12th. Might have been a little bit of contact between the pair there, actually. Harrison in 11th in the Aston Martin. Nice to see one of those on the grid for once. AK, the 5-second penalty for car punting. That is not good. Vantage in 8th. Jolvo in 7th. JHS 13 in 6th. Burnt Bread in 5th. Pan Am in 4th. Kian in 3rd. Going for... Oh, Kian slamming Astral off. Causing an issue there as well. Kian, you're going to have to wait for Astral there, bud. Thank you very much. D-Lox, though, he is the one out in the lead currently. 3.5 seconds is the gap behind to the nearest man. He's been able to get himself clear from the carnage behind. Let's just see how it unfolds then over the remaining couple of laps. Burnt Bread now occupying 2nd place in the Ferrari with JHS 13 finding himself in 3rd place. So once again, JHS 13 having a fantastic run here at Autopolis. Autopolis, however it's said, I'm not actually too sure. But anyway, Jolvo in 4th place, pushing JHS 13 very hard indeed in his 911. He's putting him all over the bumper there. Astral behind with a 0.5 penalty for the shortcut. Ooh, bit of contact between the pair, but luckily both still managed to stay running. Astral going for the move on the outside of Jolvo, even with the penalty. Fair play to him, but Jolvo looks to secure the inside line then into turn 1. Burnt Bread currently leading this pack that are all battling for the podium position, but JHS 13 comes out on top out of Jolvo and, Jolvo, Astral, and JHS 13. He's the one who comes out on top in 3rd place. Jolvo still chasing in 4th, with Astral once again behind in 5th. Battle's definitely going to be unfolding with these lots. So Troya in the Marlboro livery RSR. He's got Siliop in the... Oh, is that Roxy, or is that the Pink Pig? It's the Pink Pig, sorry. The RSR endurance car. I'm not exactly too sure which cup it's from. I don't think it's the Le Mans car. Maybe the Spa or the Ring car. I'm not entirely sure. Someone's going to have to let me know in the comments. But anyway, he's chasing Troya very closely behind in 7th place. Harrison's not too far behind there in 8th, with Guerras troubling in behind with Kian as well in tow. Two rather quick drivers actually to have nearby, but Harrison is a rather skilled racer. Ooh, Kian and Guerras having a bit of an issue, but again, racing issue, bit of a slip. They're both able to get running. AK in 11th, and now Panam in 12th. He's had a sucker of a race. He was battling at the top at the start of the race. That's unfortunate to see him down here. Vantage in 13th, Grappig 14th, and Kyoto in 15th. Deluxe 5.5 seconds out in the lead so far. 2 laps nearly completed now at Autopolis. Burnt Bread in 2nd place, battling away with Jolvo for the position. Jolvo has made his way around Julian. Either that or Julian has had a rather large spin indeed. Yes, he has. That is a shame. We'll go back and double check if there was any foul play for him. And why is it showing me lap 1? I didn't ask for lap 1. It's just going to give me the last 5 seconds. Yeah, that's useless. Never mind. Silly Up Ute car is GTE. Right, thank you. GTE. Thank you for that, was. I wasn't entirely sure. I thought it was one of the endurance ones, but I really wasn't too sure. Anyway, so Jolvo now in 2nd place, having just made the move on Burnt Bread. Now defending it nicely. Burnt Bread in the Ferrari, having to now reset and think of another way that he's going to have to take the position back now off Jolvo. As, yes, Jolvo starts to run with it. Look, half a second, nearly a second gap now between himself and Burnt Bread. And, of course, while he's worrying about his 2nd place loss, he's got Astral looking to take the spot off the podium entirely from him in the RCF behind. Astral having won the last 3 races out of 3 tonight. It's definitely a name to be worried about, and that is why up the inside around the hairpin goes Astral, just entering the 3rd section. He's also looking to go fastest of the race so far. Burnt Bread now in 4th, having lost his podium political positions entirely and having to reset. Come back and have a look if he can take those. Why has he got a VTEC sticker on the side of a Ferrari? Okay, now he deserves his position. Moving onwards, Kian in the blacked out carbon RCF. Running nicely in 5th, to be fair. He's got Silly Up Ute not too far behind, but not causing a massive headache for him right now. Guerras in his Ferrari with a much better livery on it. No VTEC stickers on this one. He's running in 7th, Harrison in 8th, and AK in 9th. Panam in 10th, Troyer in 11th, and JHS 13, 0.5 penalty above his head. But both Marlboro cars are at least running nicely together. So, on board with the leadership battle then, of course, Deluxe out in front, the leader of the race. He's gone. Just spun around. Okay, thanks for clearing that up, Julian, so I wasn't too sure. Jolvo has still got a bit of hassle from Astro behind. Not too close to worry about him just yet, but of course, as we now enter the... as we've just began the 4th lap here, he has still got a fair amount of defending left to do. Of course, Astral has found a fair amount of pace here, having put the fastest lap in of a 1:45.8 so far. He is hunting down Jolvo's position rather quickly. Vantage is just backed out. What's happened there? Yes, Jolvo, hopefully he can defend the spot in 2nd place. Of course, he's got the Red Dragon Racing sticker on it, so I'm going to root for him. But Astral, he's looking to retain his lead. As Slice said, 6 races in a row is the RDR record of wins in a row, and so far Astral is on 3. If by some miracle something were to happen to Deluxe, it very well could play out for him if he's able to make it round Jolvo. But for now, if not, he's still on the podium, and it will be 4 races, 4 podiums instead, but not 4 races, 4 pole positions. Burnt Bread, though, in 4th position now. He's about 2 seconds behind, but he's got 6 seconds behind to Kian, so I don't think there's any dangers of him losing any more positions when he already has. Silly Up Ute, though, as I previously said, not causing an issue for Kian. He is now actually getting rather close, as is Guerras too, in his Ferrari. The pair of them are very fast crouching onto the rear end of Kian's RCF. Harrison, though, in the Aston Martin, now leading AK, Panam, and, Troyer just behind as well. Harrison, he's having to do a fair bit of defending here, and say AK's all over him in that NSX. It's, again, great to see AK performing really well here at Autopolis. I'd say hopefully AK will get to see you again, and it'll be on a track where you can really show what you can do. But as we're on the final lap then, I think we'll give Deluxe a little bit of screen time. He hasn't had much here because he's just been disappearing off into the distance. We haven't needed to check in with him. But it's been a very consistent run from Deluxe here. Not the fastest laps in total. Very, very close to it indeed with a 1:45.916. Just about 100th out. Or is that 100th? I think so, yeah, because it's 10th and 100th and 1000th, yeah. 100th out there from Astral's fastest time. And, of course, Astral currently hassling Jolvo from just under a second out on the final lap as we enter the darkness at Autopolis here. Burnt Bread then nearly 5 seconds out, but 5 seconds behind, so he's running clear. 0.5 penalty above the head of Kian, and Kian's just spun off. Oh, what a shame. Kian is gone. Third race in a row that Kian's left, I think. Burnt Bread having a bit of a struggle there in fourth in the Ferrari, but just recovering it nice enough. Silly Up Ute now occupying fifth with the heat of Guaras' Ferrari burning away behind him. That is an intense battle indeed between these two for this last position, or for the last race, sorry. Great racing from the pair indeed. They want to say no contact between the pairs. Is it possible to get a proper track? I don't know, mate. You're going to have to ask the winner. And the winner for this round is Deluxe. First place for Deluxe, second place for Jolvo, and third for Astral. Burnt Bread across the line here in fourth position. Silly Opute comes out on top of the battle with Gueras and crosses the line in fifth. Gueras in sixth. AK in his own battle with Troyer in the Marlborough RSR. He comes across the line. AK now in seventh and Troyer in eighth. Julian, JHS 13. He finishes in 9th place with Graphic just behind in 10th. SRR Harrison as well, just coming to the... he's in the pits now, but he's come across in 11th. Panam finishing 12th, and then Kyoto. Thank you for continuing running. I'm not going to make the line, I don't think, but thank you very much for staying in the lobby and not leaving like the other people. But yes, Deluxe, fantastic race indeed. Consistent throughout and well done on the win, bud. Where would you like to go? But at least, Astral, you've got 4 podiums over 4 races. So that's not too bad. Great fun, guys, and thanks for doing the stream. No worries, Junior Chats. Make sure to sub to stay involved whenever we go live and to catch us in our next stream. We stream every week, and it's Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays that we stream. Potentially, occasionally, you get a Sunday stream in, and maybe even a Friday too if you're lucky. But that's planned in advance anyway. But we'll let you know, guys know in the Discord, which is pinned in the chat below, so if you want to jump into that as well, bud. But yeah, 2 positions raid for Deluxe, so fantastic result for him. Let's just get that race saved as well. And then we'll jump back on over to this one. Someone may drop me over from the Discord, I'm not too sure. But in the meantime, Deluxe, fantastic run, bud. Where would you like to take us then for the final race here tonight? I know it's sprints, we try and get some more races done, but especially if we are to try and get a... hang on, one second. So who have we got here? So, this must be, yes, this is Carlos's incident. First corner. 12th.
Why is he driving with the line?
I didn't really get to see much there, I will be honest, but I must say. Thank you for the sub, whoever that was. If that was you, Junior, then thank you very much, and we'll catch you in the next one. Deluxe, second place can choose track. So that's up to Jolvo. Fair play, Deluxe. Thank you for handing that over.
One word, I'm going to kill you on track.
What do I take?
If you choose a bad track, I'm going to kill you in the first time I see you on track.
All I can say is, Matt, that race was a bit of whoop-de-doo.
That was a little bit messy, that race, wasn't it? I must say.
What about one lap?
We are not in Suzuka in the wet.
One lap, net 24.
Yes, one lap, net 24.
1 lap shootout around the Nürburgring 24 hours. What time of day would you like this, gentlemen?
Night.
Midnight.
Midnight would be very, very funny.
Jolvo, Jolvo, is your call.
Yeah, let's try it. Why not?
Okay then, well let's go evening, 12 times speed rate, it'll roll into night throughout the track.
0. Put that on 0. Put very little time on 0.
Why, JHS, you afraid of a little dark?
I mean, it's a little bit difficult to commentate on that.
Thank you for the sub, whoever that was. We just got up one again. Thank you. Right, anyway, 10 times, sunset starting, 1 lap of the Nürburgring 24-hour layout. Let's get into it.
Good, and my PlayStation please don't kick me out.
Right, no one's gonna set a lap either.
Yeah, the thing is, there's no point in even trying to offer anyone a practice session because it'll be longer than the actual race.
And if my game decides to crash me out of the lobby again, then I'm gonna cry.
Or maybe a bear instead.
Junior Meets, my PSN is on the screen, bud, so make sure you add me there. I'll just put it on the screen for you. I've just seen you put it into the chat.
The question is, how many deaths are there gonna be?
Jovo Speciale.
Speciale.
Yeah, just everyone jump into their car, and then we'll just get underway with this one. Might have time for another run after this, after all, actually, if I'm honest.
Where's my Speciale?
Bro, I hate this game so much. Why is
Yeah,
it
we're going to have time for another run, actually.
I hate myself. I hate this game. I want to kill myself.
Do a flip.
What are we waiting for? We're waiting for Panam and Jovo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
sorry,
we go.
PS4
Oh, sorry.
is slow as hell.
Right,
There we go.
The PS4 and the German.
Everyone's on track.
working
Yes.
together.
I have German PS4.
Right. Everyone's on track. We all ready to go?
Go.
Let's get underway. Right, anyway, best of luck, fellas, for what isn't going to be the final race, actually, because we're jumping straight into it. We'll be able to get one more out after this. So this is the penultimate race here. There we go.
No, we are not doing wet JHS.
Please, 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 let me keep in the lobby.
Last it was.
We are starting fifth.
There we go. So, yes, best of luck, everyone. Let's get underway. I'll move myself on over quickly. Best of luck, guys. Speak to you after the race. There we go. Right, okay, so the lights are on. Panam out in front, Astral second, Deluxe third, Kian fourth. Of course, it's going in the DR rated first. Deluxe with his usual sneak through the middle and out into pole. He's done that pretty much every time he's started in third so far in the lobbies. But first corner out, Deluxe, Astral. Kian taking a punt there and going a little bit wide, which is unfortunately settles himself down into seventh. Astral's backwards now. What happened to Astral? He's running there just in front of Koto, which is a shame. So let's watch that again. Astral's had a bit of a slip there. Just catches a nudge from Guerras on the outside as he comes back in. It's hard to say again. That's such a tight first corner. It's really one that's hard to be able to steward. But anyway, on board with the leadership, and as Deluxe is being challenged by Panam in second place for his pole position, which he nicked straight away from the start in that Citroen. They are lightning off the line, these Citroens. Panam, though, has done fantastic in his 911 to stick onto the back of Deluxe and to challenge him and such. As he does so, he sneaks up the inside, shuts the door then on Deluxe, and places that RSR beautifully ahead of the Citroen. Panam now in control of our one lap here around the Nürburgring 24-hour layout. Guerras in his Supra running in third. It's nice to see him on the podium as well for a change. There was a little bit of contact, as said, between himself and Astral, and hopefully that was nothing too serious. So, of course, guys, if there's anything that you got clipped, make sure you can clip it and send it over to me like we have been doing. That sort of works a little bit better than the stewards, if possible, or if I'm honest. So, Kian having a bit of a slide then as we enter the Nordschleife with Silly Up Ute in tow behind in fourth. Or in fifth, sorry. Kian, he's spun out of the first corner on Nordschleife, unfortunately, and he's out. Yeah, Kian, mate, you're not going to be joining back for any of the other races now because you've just left every single race so far. Burnt Bread, fifth. He's got a 0.5 penalty above his head already, which is not great, but hopefully he can keep the penalties to a minimum as we head through the run. Spatula's jumping back in for the final. GHS 13 then running in sixth in the McLaren. Astral in seventh. And Troyer in 8th. He's got Harrison closely behind in 9th. AK then running in 10th. Jolvo in 11th. And Koto in 12th. Panam, he's out in front now of Deluxe by about a second and a half. Closing in now onto 2 seconds gap, actually, between the pairing. About a second behind them from Deluxe to Guerras. Guerras is doing phenomenally well to stick with the front runners here. Kian, just instead of complaining, kicking off like you're doing, mate, why don't you just clip it and send it to me, bud? And then I can have a look at it live and see what's going on. Because if it isn't your fault, it isn't your fault. But if it's an incident, don't just leave, because then what's the point in me penalising someone who's continuing to run? Well, Guerra's actually bumped Astral, and Astral's still running, and Astral's now in 7th. And, do you know what I mean? It's like, just don't leave, mate, just keep going. Anyway, Guerra, speaking of the devil, he's closing in nicely onto D-Lux. Now is 0.7 between the pair. Well, because they get advantage, it's just not fair. What do you mean? How do they get an advantage, mate? Are we doing a review of the incidents from replays at the end? How many races? One more race, and I would like to do a few of the incident reviews, but if I'm honest, it's hard to be able to pick and choose which ones, because most were either resolved there and then, or I had clips of them and sort of had a look there live on stream too. I will try and pick a few, though, that we can go back and have a look at. I've got a couple that I've still got recorded and not scribbled out that I'd like to go back and have a clear up of. But I'm going to hopefully do it in a call with a few people that are left at the end, spat. But Pan Am 2.5, nearly 3 seconds out now from D-Lux in 2nd place. Of course, D-Lux switching to full defence mode in the Citroen, having Guerra starting to challenge the rear end of it. It's starting to shape up as a nice little race for Guerra. As I say, there are some issues that have happened, as been named. But yeah, again, if we got some clips, I'll come back and have a look. But if they involve someone who's left the race, then quite frankly, I'm not interested in reviewing it, because they shouldn't be leaving the race. Silly Up You in 4th, with Burnt Bread behind in 5th. Still just got that 0.5, so no more further penalties after that, picking that up in the first section. JHS 13 running rather close with Astro behind in 7th. JHS 13 in 6th, though currently having to fight him off. I think Astro may well find his way around JHS 13 here at some point, but you know, we'll see how long he can battle it out and keep him behind 4. It's a very, very close battle between the pair indeed. And so we'll jump on board with the rear end of JHS 13. In fact, if we jump on board with Astral, because they are literally wide, they're 2 cars wide here. Both of them. Has Julian found? Yeah, Julian wasn't able to make it around that. I was one board with Astral there. He didn't need to give you any room. He was ready on the inside there, but I think it was just, if I'm honest, that's a very, very fast, quick section, and it's a very, very small margin of area that you can turn. So it doesn't surprise me that it was an incident, but unlucky, bud. Anyway, Pan Am still out in 1st, 3.5 seconds clear. D-Lux 2nd place, with around about the same gaps what we've seen behind Guerra. So these two are pacing rather equal right now. CW in 4th has got Burnt Bread, 0.5 behind him, but of course a 0.5 penalty still to come off from Burnt Bread. So hopefully that doesn't affect him too much, but of course it's going to be on dotting a hole straight, which unfortunately is going to be a bit of an area here. If you need something else to say about the tracks and type, because 90% of the time you need patience to make a move clean here. Yeah, it's like, for such a big track, there's not that many places to be able to cleanly make a move. It's a very, it's very twisty turn. Oh, Burnt Bread's off, found the barrier there unfortunately, but he's managed to filter himself back in 5th ahead of Astral. But of course Astral just about a second out, closing in fast now on Burnt Bread and looking to climb up the positions further. Guerras has actually made it round D-Lux now. Guerras is now in 2nd place. D-Lux is in 3rd, and Silly Up Mute closing in actually onto D-Lux in 4th. Something must have happened to D-Lux. I wonder if we skip to this, it will show us what happened. It'd be great if we could see. No, that's not what we want at all, is it? Anyway, Silly Up Mute in 4th, and now Astral in 5th, of course, after making his way round Burnt Bread. Any other races later on? Is this it? There's one more race after this one, and then that is it, because we're going to go and review some clips, and then we'll be calling it an evening. Yes, so Jolvo in 7th place. Troy has just backed out, sliced us in. JHS 13 in 8th, AK in 9th, Harrison in 10th, and Koto in 11th. Second carousel, though, for Pan Am, as he approaches dotting a hole. The long straight there to pretty much signal the end of the lap, and a fantastic lap from Pan Am it has been. So, Guerras, he's done phenomenally well as well to make himself round D-Lux onto the 2nd step of the podium, and, well, to put about 2 seconds between the pairing as well. Silly Up You, oh, he was so close to chasing D-Lux down for 3rd place, but finds the wall and unfortunately slips himself down into 6th position, where he slots in there just behind Burnt Bread. So Astral now occupying 4th position, with Burnt Bread in 5th, having served his penalty now, and Silly Up You in 6th, with Julian creeping up behind. Julian takes the opportunity with the with the momentum, sorry, they're going on to Dot in the Hole, I can't speak now. And JHS 13 moves himself up into 6th. Couple of corners left for Silly Up Ute to do anything about it, and he has had a fantastic race here, Silly Up Ute, so hopefully he can do something with it. But no, unfortunate about him hitting the barrier there, though, last minute. So Pan Am then across the line in first, with Gueras rather close behind, actually, considering, in 2nd place. Deluxe in 3rd, with Astral in 4th. Burnt in 5th, and JHS 13 in 6th. Silly Up Ute in 7th, and Harrison just coming towards the line now in 8th. Do you know what, Astra? It's a shame that you weren't able to make it on the podium, so that would have been 5-4-5 for you. AK across the line in 9th, and Jolvo closely behind in 10th. And then Kyoto just coming onto Dotting a Hole now to finish the lap off in the Ford GT. I really love those lights on that. That's wicked. But yes, coming through in 11th place. So yes, well done to Pan Am. JHS got to 6th. What we congratulating him for? What happened there? Everyone here has different skill levels, gear and experience, especially on not few drivers, and learn doing their best to clean anything that has been flagged has been. HGU Silly Up. No, Silly Up should be Coco Baby. I'm not too sure why it would be anyone else. I thought HG was SRR Harrison. Coco Baby clipped the curb. That's a shame. So we'll save that one as well, just in case we have to run back for anything else. But it is Pan Am deciding the final race for this evening. And of course, well done to Gueras for getting himself onto the second step of the podium. And say it's not a feat we've seen tonight so far. Commiserations for Astral. There we are. Commiserations to Astral for not being able to make the podium. That would have been a 5-for-5 for him, and that would have been an incredible sweep for the lobby. What's the matter?
Joel has a clip of what happened
Yeah,
to me.
I couldn't really do it in the race. I will. As soon as the lobby
yeah, no, I'd
closes,
say
I
I'd
will-
rather it all get sorted at the end of the race anyway, so that we can just look back on it. Because realistically, if there's any repeat offenders tonight, then yes, we're going to be.
Let's just say JHS did not do the smartest thing in existence.
Yeah.
Kian also, man.
JHS is a much better racer when he's in open wheel. I will be honest.
know,
Mikhail's
but
in
he
fantastic.
Yeah, but he was already going slow. I went round his outside and he just turned it into me, putting me into the wall.
It was a very.
That is the second time we've seen that happen from him tonight, I think.
It was so obvious, like literally it wasn't even accidental because he literally cut across the track to push me off.
Quickly though, Pan Am, where are we racing for our final race?
Please
We are,
shoot the track,
we are
Adam.
staying in Germany, no GP.
Ooh.
Oh, can we? Why? Can we not? That's right, can we not go somewhere else and do a different track and not just? Oh yeah, we're doing 2 races in the Nürburgring. Like we've just done the 24-hour track.
Then let's just do, I don't know, let's do
What's
like,
that?
I don't know, Laguna Seca.
Laguna Seca, yeah,
Okay.
Wow.
yeah. No, that's more like it. What a shout, Laguna Seca.
Like, literally, I could not.
Oh
choose.
yeah,
But
I
it's
think
not
because
much
it's
GP.
the finale. We have 6 laps. Yes. Why no wet? We will do a wet race soon.
Yeah,
We'll do a wet
no-
race
no-
soon, but not tonight.
Not like Kyoto, it's your car that probably doesn't help either. You're driving a
Oh,
Ford.
Sajiro's in. Hello, Sajiro.
Nah, all of it.
Welcome, sir. So, yeah, Koto, don't worry about it and say, honestly, I hold more respect for you as a racer than I do for some others that are just leaving every single race. Because it doesn't really matter if your race is ruined. We're not, you're not racing for money here. It's fine, it's a race, just crack back on with it. I mean, Astral took a beat in that round, but he still came, what was that? Astral came 4th, I think, 5th? I want to say 4th. I think he just missed out on the podium there, but do you know what I mean? Let's have a look. Yeah, Astral came 4th, and he got crashed out, so that's mean it's like, you just keep going, you know? Better to finish last than to DNF. Exactly. Thank you very much. But yes, usual settings, fellas, for the evening. We'll have 10 minutes of lobby timer, then we'll go.
Or casual drive.
The Citroen. To finish first you have to finish.
Citroen.
A white
That is true. Yes. Wise words, Panam. Wise words.
Unless you're Kian. Kian doesn't even make it to the start line after 10.
Where's my Citroen, bro?
Citroen.
Panam, wise words since when? Do you know what, Casper? I have no idea, my love.
Come
was just about to start the race then.
It
Ooh,
would've been
spat
good.
wide. Astral knots. That was close between the pair. I'm glad
Okay,
they managed to avoid each other.
Harrison, who is in front of you?
What, right now?
Yeah.
AK.
Yeah, Deluxe is behind me.
Again, I will say AK looks like he could potentially, he could potentially have a fair bit of skill to bring to the RD lobbies in future.
What I hope they bring is a bloody bot buff to all the cars
Yeah,
there.
I'd say, well, we haven't had a single problem with AK so far. He hasn't been, I did see he had a 5-second smash penalty for something,
yeah, no,
but
I was wondering what happened there. 'Cause I was
Yeah.
wondering, weren't it?
but I've got this, like, again, not to speak for him, but I've just got a feeling it wasn't his fault. Like, he was just wrong
Yeah,
place,
no,
wrong
like,
time in that point.
Kyoto first turn was just madness.
Yeah. First turn isn't the greatest. I think it's going to be a little bit challenging here.
I mean, that just depends if people know what their brake pedal is instead of clutch.
Yeah, hi Joe.
Well,
Alright.
Is Citroen lying?
fuck no, she might be tired.
There's someone
Did
else
you
there now.
just cut a whole corner,
wait.
man?
Well, if he did, he'll get penalised for it.
He's in a Citroen, it's fine.
Oh,
French people get
Spatula's
away with
round.
anything.
Spatula's not settling in with the M6 here at Laguna Seca. I will be honest, it's the second lap I've seen and he's had a bit of an issue.
No, like the massive nerf did throw me off a bit as well, so it probably is just the nerf in general.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how much Panam's, or not Panam, sorry, how much
No,
Spatula's
yeah,
played since the update's come back in.
Yeah, no lie, they took like 40 or 50 horse out of the M6 and it just feels a bit funky out of corners recently.
Because before the update, wasn't it like it was like they were on rails? It's just there was so much traction out of the bends, wasn't it? And is that what the update maybe fixed?
It's the other way
Or?
around.
When the fuck did you get here?
I've been here for a while.
He's just been lurking in the shadows.
Yeah.
Like 3 minutes or so?
Ooh, 124.8 for AK so far, second on the table. Silly up Ute with a 124.7. Astro 126.01. There we are, Harrison with a 123.3. So nice lap from Harrison.
Bro, I hate this list. If you just took them, I hate you. I hate you again.
Who can I stay on board? Mikhail.
When are you gonna get an upgrade, Panam?
I'm trying to get to like the end of the line.
Shut up, Harrison. I'm going to straight line now.
Go ahead.
Oh, there you are. We're on board with Burnt Bread in 14th. See what his lap can do. It's an out lap. And Kyoto's in front in 8th. Yeah, Kyoto and Burnt are the next ones to approach the line. Panam. You want to push lap, Panam? Ooh, 120. What was that? 123 what? 123.5.
Yeah, Panam, if you manage straight line me, I'll just give you a props to it. I couldn't even care. The last race was just a game of bumper cars to me.
Then we can grab a drink a sec. I'll. Who wants stream cam while I grab a drink?
I was gonna say choose King just in swim, but
I'm
he's not here.
purple.
I'll allow that one. For that
I'm
one,
not
there we are.
driving
Harrison
this car.
wins.
I'm not driving this car.
No lie, Julva, you're a smart man. French cars do not deserve to be driven.
Yeah, I will drive this one.
Is it a French
Really
one?
game.
What?
I got the tightest bit of
Bro.
sand ever and the car went.
Holy shit, I just had like... What kind of a
Oh.
ride was that? How much time did I lose? Just lost like seconds.
I can get up there with Astro, it's just the thing
My
is trying
throat's
to
starting
fly.
to get ticklish.
I can go up there as well. The only problem that is hindering me from going up there is the fucking PS4 lag.
So since coming back then, Spats put a 123.069 in and Astral's put in a 122.435. Impressive laps from the both of those. Harrison still standing strong in third. Still but just over halfway mark of the qualifying practice session so far. So yeah, anything could happen to the timings. Panam with a 123.5 still in fourth. AK with a 124.050. Just a second and a half off the pace of Astral. So yeah, that's fifth up to first. So yeah, and say there's some certain. Just jumped on board with Spat hitting the nastiest looking gravel drift in that M6. Wish I could have sort of gone back and seen that a little bit more. So yes, Astral's now I think on a push. No, he's not on a push lap. He's slower than his last. Spatula not able to improve on that time thanks to the big slide. Unfortunately, who's coming up to the line now? Mikhail. No, it won't be this lap for Mikhail. So Jolvo, he's on an outlap. Never mind.
JHS has something against me.
Who is this approaching?
Yeah.
There we go. It's Burnt Bread. No, 7th for Burnt Bread.
I didn't understand the word.
We also have a lap every time you go.
I'm sort of like trying to find who's coming around.
I have a lap where?
Who's this? Sejuro in 5th. He's coming around towards the line. With who in front of him? I can't see. Oh, it's JHS 13. Does JHS 13 go any better? Neither one of those do, I think. No, 11th place for both.
No, I don't like this track.
Who was that just went fastest? I don't know. Anyway, Spat's on a push lap and approaching the final. Deluxe is potentially in the way here. Hopefully he doesn't hold Spat up if he is on a push lap. Deluxe, I'd imagine Deluxe will move out of the way if he is getting in the way. But no, if anything, he's just providing him a little bit of tow for a 122.133 for Spatula. Harrison in 2nd place, just I think because Astral's in the pits, I believe.
Yes, Brent's fine.
Yep. Panam now coming towards the line as well. He could be on a push lap. Let's see what his timing comes out as. I've only been racing for 6-ish months, pretty much, so I don't expect too much from myself. Well, there we go. Yeah, exactly. You're still relatively new to the sport, so to be able to, to be able to be racing as fast as you do in the open wheels, mate, I'd be impressed with that. Right.
Oh my goodness. The lag of.
Oh, Harrison's backwards. That's a shame.
You didn't see that.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Fiver, you didn't see it.
I'll send you my Revolut details now.
No, I'm poor at the moment. I've got my insurance coming out next week.
Unlucky.
Believe me, it's expensive.
Do you know what? I thought my insurance on my BMW was going to be a lot more than what the little mess around quote was, because I don't currently have my license. It was removed from me by the nasty folk at the police force.
Wait, how much was the quote?
Well, interestingly, I was expecting a £3,000 and plus, but came back at 1,800.
Wait, no, no offense when you're asking, but how old are you then?
Yeah, that's the other issue. I am 27, 28 this year, and 1,008 is the cheapest I can get insured on that car.
Yeah, no, do you want to know mine for a 1.2? 263 per month with a black box.
That on what?
Last lap.
Thank you, Panam.
Yeah, no, mine's expensive.
1.2. What is it? The Ibiza?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. It's because everyone else has got a 1.2 Ibiza, though your age, though, isn't it?
No, literally, it's just because I'm a new driver.
So you got with insurance, right? To be able to get the cheaper insurance, you got to think outside the box with your car. Like for example, even though again I said I'm 27 and stuff, but for me to insure say a 320D, like the 2-litre lower spec one, that's more expensive than my 335. It just doesn't make sense. Like a 335 for me is cheaper than a 330D, which is less power. It's weird, but it goes off statistics and stuff like that. It's odd. I did work for an insurance company for 6 years. I will clarify that. I do know there is some precedence behind what I'm saying.
I mean, Matt, just quickly, I'm not saying any names because I'm not like that. But let's just say I knew a guy who used to work for an insurance company, and while working for one, he also didn't declare any mods on his car.
Well, I'm not going to tell her if that's. I don't work for the insurance company anymore. But yeah, that's silly.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Oh, Spat's round.
Sure that was spat or sliced.
Oh, it was Spat. Pan Am's driving backwards, nearly colliding with Joel though.
That was
Astral, by the looks of it, is going to be one of the last ones on his push lap, I want to say.
I could have set a fast lap, but I didn't almost die.
Hopefully this will be a cleaner one.
Astral stays third.
Fuck you, Pan.
Who's approaching the... Oh, there we go, it's Spatula. Yeah, he's not on a faster lap there.
Yeah,
I'm still pushing, wait. Let me hear this.
Koto goes on, stays where they are, but sets a faster lap. So well done on getting yourself a little bit faster. Who else is coming?
Just joined. I hate you.
I hate all of
Burnt Bread 7th.
And I start this.
Does he go any better? Ooh, no, but it's a fast lap. 123.2. Very, very close to the time of Silly Up Mutant 6th.
You're not hitting me again, Harrison.
Right, Sujiro is finishing up his lap.
I'll quickly change car. Give me 2 seconds.
D-Locks also finishing it. Oh no, he's on an out lap.
I'm going
So
for style
D-Locks
this
won't
race.
be... hey Mikhail, nice to see you again. Can I take a quick switch for a car? Yeah, if you can. Sure, do it quickly.
I'm going for style points in this race.
I needed that lap. I would have beat Sliced. You got the whole race to do it. Don't worry about it. You're all good. Anyway, fellas, we all ready? Because if we are all ready, we shall get ourselves underway for the final here and the Tuesday Group 3 racing, and then we'll go and review some clips afterwards and have a look through at the racing incidents and see what we think. But yes, I think for the final time here this evening, best of luck to everyone who is racing, and we will see you after the race. So let's get it underway. Move myself on over to stream chat. There we go. It's just me and you now, stream. We'll wait for the spectator and we'll jump into it. So yeah, the final run here at Laguna Seca. Hopefully we can have a clean run into turn 1 with any luck. But yes, again, a full grid once again in the lobby. Some great names in the running as well. We've got Sliced, Spatula, Astral, D-Locks, Panam, Silly Up Mute, Burnt Bread, Harrison, Gueras, AK, Mikhail, Sajiro, Jolvo, JHS13 and Kyoto. Lights out and away they go. Sliced is away first in his M6, but as usual, D-Locks, this time joined by Panam in the Lightning Citroens. They soar out front into the lead. D-Locks and Panam both battling themselves for the lead, but Sliced, with a late break, comes in and joins the battle for the lead once again. By the looks of it, the whole grid's been able to get through cleanly. A little bit of gravel spat up there around turn 2 and 3, but nothing to worry about. So it is D-Locks in first place. Now Spatula running in second place in his M6, battling it out for the position with Sliced and Panam. Panam moving himself up into third, and it's Spatula down now into fifth. Silly Up Mute in fourth, separating Spatula from the battle with Panam and Sliced. Meanwhile, while the battling's going on, once again, D-Locks has cleared himself from it and starts to tear away over a second gap between himself and the rest of the pack as he attends the corkscrew for the first time here. First out of 6 times that we're going to be seeing the corkscrew tonight. Panam, bit of a touch from Spat. Sliced, Astral, everyone coming through. Harrison, there's a few people going a bit wider than they should be there. Jolvo in the R31, that's an interesting choice. Kosa come around, and Astral is the one that ended up in the gravel backwards. Let's just see if we can jump on board. No, we just find him sort of skidding off there, unfortunately. But anyway, Astral is running in 14th. So, D-Locks out in front, second and a half out from Spatula, who has managed to get himself ahead of Sliced Bread. Sliced Bread now running in third, with Panam in the Citroen behind him fourth. Burnt Bread in fifth, battling with Sujiro in the RSR. For 5th position. Burnt Bread, of course, keeping 5th, indicating left for some reason. Don't know why he was doing that. But Sujiro giving him a bit of heat behind in the RSR. AK as well running nicely in 7th. Good to see him doing well. And Harrison in 8th. Julian in 9th with Jova behind in 10th. Mikhail in 11th in the RSF. Having a bit of a battle here with Kyoto. Just separating themselves to make sure there's no further incidents. Of course, Kyoto is new to the racing. But do you know what? It's nice to see him not last in the Gulf Ford F1. So, Guerra's in 13th. Astral in 12th. Deluxe out in first still with Spatula now challenging very closely behind. I think that was a fantastic exit out of that corner for Spat just before the corkscrew. Nicely dealt with this time. See that Butte's left. No worries, bud, to that. So, oh, there we are. Spat is on a faster lap. Of course, well, no, everyone would be actually at second lap. Silly me. Never mind. But yes, bumper to bumper between Deluxe and Spatula now. Very confident racing indeed from Spat. He looks at the inside. Deluxe closes the door. Doesn't give him the opportunity, and Deluxe then takes it wide. All the while, Sliced is catching up to join in this battle as well from 3rd place. The podiums are battling away here. Pan Am has just been left in the dust, a second and a half behind Sliced now. And well, the top pack then, including Pan Am, got a 5-second gap down behind to AK running in 5th. So, yeah, great result for AK so far. Hopefully that can translate into a win and we can see AK far up the field. Yes, Burnt Bread, what's the matter? Astral, I see something happen with Guarez. Turn on ghosting. Do we really want to have to do that, guys? Really? Do we want to have to turn ghosting on? So then, Deluxe has managed to open the gap up between himself and Spatula. Spatula now having to worry more about Slice in the rear view than Deluxe out in front. I jinxed it, I did, and I'm so sorry, Kyoto. You're doing so well until Slice having a bit of a wobble there, just approaching the corkscrew, but recovers it nice enough. Spatula now back onto the back end of Deluxe in the Citroen in first place in the Dragon Ball Z livery. Yeah, Slice Bread there, bit of a kick out there from the back end of corkscrew. And yeah, just losing a very slight touch of time, about 0.8 there from Spatula. But Spatula finds the gravel in the row M6. He finds it again. That is a shame. He's run a little bit wide, then it's allowed Slice the opportunity to take the silver position. But from the inside line, Spatula says no on the final turn and parks his M6 in front of Sliced. Pan Am, while it's all happening though, again, he's still dropping time back from the group, but also gaining time from AK behind him. These top group, they really are the quick runners from Sliced up to Deluxe. Of course, Spatula and Slice, two titans in the Red Dragon lobby. Both of these names, they bring fear in the rearview mirror, that is for sure. But, yeah, they're both battling it out for 2nd and 3rd currently, and it's actually Deluxe that's walking away with it. I'm pretty sure the BMW Row is pronounced Rover. Is it? Because it looks like Row to me. Sujiro spun and got spawned back. I got a 5-second penalty. I have no idea, Burnt Bread. Sorry, bud. See, everyone's leaving. Why are you all leaving? But yeah, 2nd and a half splits, Deluxe and Spatula. Deluxe having a fair touch of a moment there, which puts Spatula out into the lead of the race. He takes the corkscrew out in front. Slice Bread slides himself up into 2nd place and takes the silver. It's Deluxe now fighting from the rear. 4 laps here at Laguna Seca. Slice Bread still pressuring Spatula. Doesn't want to give any inch of room either side. Oh, big kick from Slice Bread though, having to recover it there. Again, little touch onto the gravel. Say dust and gravel gets kicked up from these fast guys all the time. Really are taking advantage of every single inch of available track. Spatula, though, currently leading the race. 122.8 is the fastest. 122.4 from Slice, though. 2nd lap out being his fastest lap. And the fastest lap of the race so far. And say 0.4 separates these two. Slice Bread looking up the inside, goes nearly too wide with Spatula, but the very wide exit and decent bit of speed pickup from Spatula just keeps himself out in front. Slice Bread though, yeah, he's still attacking Spatula on a purple lap. Slice Bread has found the gravel. Too much of a push out from Slice Bread, and now he has lost a chunk of time to Spatula and has got Deluxe closing in, breathing down his neck instead. And say, let's jump on board with Slice Bread as we watch Deluxe close in behind him. Massive mistake from Slice Bread. Honestly, a rare mistake from him as well. He never really steps out and say he'll definitely push and battle away, but we never really see him tend to step out. But no, Deluxe, the previous race leader, now pressuring to push Slice Bread onto the bottom step of the podium. again, Sliced Bread's had to really, settle into his consistency and his pace here, and really find every second that he can to be able to keep himself out in front of D-Locks here for the final lap. But he finds the gravel once again on the exit. Either that or that could very well be a strategy. So that's actually the second time I've seen him do this. And of course, current fastest lap holder. If it wasn't for that big slide, I think he would have potentially gone a little bit faster there as well. He's managed to pick up about a second, well, not a second, sorry, about half a second back to Red Spatula out in front. D-Locks behind is struggling to keep up, but is still with him indeed. Spatula has had a big off. Spatula spins. It's now Sliced Bread in control of the final race in the Group 3 session tonight in the SMFC M6. D-Locks running in second place. Once again, Sliced Bread finding the gravel there, exiting the first section. D-Locks second place, chasing him down just under a second between the pairing now on the final lap. Pan Am also making his way up into third in the Citroen. Monster Energy livery for that one though. He's looking to get involved with that battle for second place as well. And AK finds himself in fourth with Spatula now chasing him down. A fantastic returning result for AK in the NSX. Finally, he's been able to have a fantastic... I parked at T1 so that Koto won't finish off. Ah, go on Julian. What a boy, well done. But AK holding fourth so far. Fantastic result for him, and well done indeed. Just one place off the podium. Well done, mate. Spatula, though, is hunting him down in fifth. He could potentially knock AK down into fourth, but it's okay. He's still done phenomenally well. Sliced Bread across the line in first. D-Locks closely in tow in second. Pan Am in third. AK is ahead of Spat. He finishes in fourth place. Spatula in fifth, and Harrison in sixth. McHale round the final bend to finish the final race here in the Tuesday Group 3 session in 7th place. Gueras, he finishes 8th. Jolvo finishes 9th in the R31 Silhouette, and Sajiro approaches the line in 10th. There we go, and across the line for Sajiro. Kyoto in 11th with Julian just behind, so that Kyoto doesn't finish last. Thank you so much for doing this, Julian. Say it's a massive feat for Koto, but fair play because Koto has stayed in every single race that we've held so far. It's all good. Get yourself back running again. I think the way that it's set up, though, I think you will still finish 11th ahead of Julian. So well done to both of you guys as well. But no, fantastic end then to the Group 3 lobbies for the RDR, or for the RDR Tuesday Group 3s. I'm saying the word Group 3 and Tuesday so much, I'm so sorry. But yeah, we had a fantastic run, to be fair. A lot of drama there happening between the grid. But ultimately, Harrison took the fastest lap, actually, for 1:22.2. Fair play, Harrison. But no, a fantastic run then for everyone involved. And say some great moments for everyone. And yeah, hopefully everyone was happy with that result. But we'll jump on over now to the Discord. There we go. Okay, so... next step then for the stream then, just to finish off the stream. By the way, guys, thank you very much for jumping in. Well done for AK for finishing fourth. I really want to say it because I'd say that really shows that he has got some skill to bring to the lobby. So yeah, we look forward to seeing you in the next one, buddy. What a race, GG everyone. Yeah, I'd say it was a great last race. I'm glad we could finish on a high. But now it is time to go and review a few clips.
Matt, let's just say that final lap I sent the car a bit hard. I thought it was going to die, but I didn't.
Evidently not. I'd say that was a phenomenal lap to put it out and get a 1:22.2 in the end. Fair play. But no, thank you very much for joining, everyone. It has been fantastic to have you all in. Yeah, we're just going to finish the stream off and go and review a few clips. So I've got a few written down here on my handy envelope that was on my desk. So we've got what was Bathurst race 2, wasn't it? Yes. So we don't need to do lap 1 on turn 3 because it's lap 1, isn't it? We leave a lap 1. Who is the stewards? Well, it's funny you mention this, Panam, because I was just about to bring this up. In my mind, see you soon, Junior. Catch you again, bud. Carlos, you were very dirty according to the reports coming back, but I must say, so hopefully we don't see you too much at fault here.
Who was Carlos in game? Who was Carlos in game?
Is Gueras.
Oh.
Dragon's Trail. What do we need to look back from Dragon's Trail? Race 1. Laps 3 and 4 between Kian and Vantage. There was a bit of pushing and forth back between those two. There was also John and Spat on lap... Let's have a look. Oh no, is that lap 2? Yeah, lap 2, race 2. I think. No, lap 2, race 1. Yeah, after Spat spun on Dragon's Trail. Yeah, the thing is with turn 1, I think most of the turn 1s we get put to racing instant because there's just so much going on. I mean, we'll have a look. We'll have a quick look here at turn 1 for this one. For the guys for stewards then, who am I going to pick as my stewards? I'll pick from the available selection. I'd like Jolvo, as Jolvo wasn't involved in the earlier races. I'd like to pull Sliced.
That idiot.
Yeah, that idiot. I know it may be a poor choice, but I'd like Sliced because I'd like to lean on his racing knowledge a bit here for some of the corners. And well, I mean there'd be 3 of us. Do we need any more, or should we just run the stewards with everyone that we've got present here?
As long as my crash gets watched, I'm pissed off about that. I don't care.
Well, we could watch back that crash. I don't know. Let's have a look. But anyway, I was just going to share my my screen for everyone on the Discord so that we could all see the same thing, and it's just clear screen for you guys. So, well, and so we can have a quick look back at that. I will say quickly though, that Citroen is phenomenal off the start, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is rapid off the start. Okay, so let's pause it there a second. Let's get some race information on. So let's look here, turn 2. So look, I mean, this is a problem. See, we've got 15 cars barreling towards this corner. So yeah, let's go further up the grid. Let's stay on board with John. Let's see what happens here. So I can already see that Orion is on the inside here, and this is probably not the most ideal place to be. This is going to cause an issue here. I think this is what happened turn 1. So we'll just go back 10 seconds, which is, I know, annoying. So Orion sets himself up. Oh, I don't know there. Because this is what's caused the initial impact. See, it's Orion hitting... It's Orion hitting Grappig from jumping on the inside, and again, it's turn 1. There's a lot going on, but that in turn causes Grappig to slide out and take Kian out.
Hello, I was there too.
And yeah, look, Kian's now backwards, and everyone's struggling and going round. So what I wanted to check now was Spatula's incident with John.
For the Orion thing, at what point do you realize that you're not going to make the corner?
I understand that, but in T1, or not T1, sorry, but you know, it is basically T1 in a sense, so T2, but T2 seaside, 15 cars first lap. You're on the inside there. You're being squeezed in. You're not going to make the. Where do you go? Where does he go in that? Where could he have gone? Yes, he could have braked a little bit later, but I think that was just a genuine, honest, I'm sorry, racing mistake from Orion, and it's hard to be able to pinpoint exactly. I mean, well, it wasn't actually that hard for us to pinpoint exactly who caused the problem there, but either way, it's that one's that reviewed. We saw who caused T1, and it was Orion. So, anyway, moving on. Spat spins here. Has a bit of an unfortunate one. Comes back round, of course he's ghosted. Waits for everyone to go past, settles in. And now he battles with John. Now this was the incident which Spat had mentioned. Even a bit of lap 3 with John. So what we're looking for now is aggressive and just relatively nasty driving with John. I mean, realistically, John is it's the first time we've seen French John. in the lobbies.
You're on lap 2, Matt, just heads up.
No, I know it was what's it called. It was after. I remember when it happened. Spat said that it was after the spin. So I'm just watching from this.
Sorry, said lap 3.
Yeah. So. Yeah, he's looking to squeeze Spat out there. He's on the inside. Nothing really. Well, it's sort of pushed himself up the inside, but I also feel like he had a decent exit from the corner, and I guess had a right to use that line, but he could have given Spat a bit more space. Little tap of the brakes through the wall. Obviously, Spat doesn't, so he's going quicker, goes on the right side of him. Okay, he didn't have to go so wide there, did he? I felt he could have made that corner without going across the front end of Spat.
I feel like he also cut across, like John cut across behind Spat pretty hard as well.
Right, so let's watch back from this bit a second. I mean, obviously John joined once and disappeared. I don't even think he subbed to the channel, but yeah, he's literally purposely cut there and done that. That was stupid. That would be a race ban if and when obviously he turned up. Was there anything else?
So you can make notes.
Can do. It's just his name was John, so we know French John.
French John.
Yeah,
How many French Johns are there?
John again. Yeah, I think there's many.
Probably a lot.
Right, so now let's have a look at Kian. Kian had an incident on lap 4 with Vantage, I want to say.
I think you can have an incident every race.
Pretty much.
Valid.
Kind of like common knowledge now.
Right. So, Kian is now behind Orion. Vantage in the green Porsche up ahead. Whoa, Vantage!
Oh.
Oh well.
Okay. We got some content here, fellas. Bit of content coming up. So, terrible wall performance from Vantage. Clearly isn't going to make it. There's Orion.
He obviously steers into Orion.
I think that was a pretty obvious steer into Orion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if it's retaliation, you don't really want to do that.
Like, I see this as more of an opportunist as opposed to a retaliation. He didn't do that on purpose. Yeah, he's turned into Orion there, and of course then Kian has come round him. Kian and Orion, this is fine. Let's stay on board with Vantage, because this is where the problems seem to be coming from, apparently. He did say it was like lap 3 or lap 4 maybe, I think, as well. So we'll have to see, because so far Vantage isn't really doing anything. Kian runs a little, I'd say a little touch wide there, but it actually looks like quite a fast line. There we go. So Kian struggled now, which means Vantage is now catching up to him. He's nudged him.
Oh.
He's nudged him there.
Kian was going off, but you still don't nudge him.
Yeah, now he went off even further.
So yeah, who do we want on board with here to double check this, Kian?
Kian obviously broke the lane and was going off.
Right, I mean, there, Vantage is clear of him, so why Vantage came into his path, I don't know.
Advantage break even later than Kian.
Vantage wasn't actually on the brakes when that incident happened, I don't think.
Because it kind of looked like he'd stopped turning as well.
Yeah, and say, sorry to
He broke
just...
and then lifted off just to punt it. It almost looks like.
This is what I'm trying to check now. Because we've got him hitting Orion. He came off the brakes and then just drifted into Kian. And then Kian tried to do something about it and failed.
Classic Kian.
Watch him die now at the last chicane, Vantage. No.
No death there, but
Oh,
Kian
yeah,
obviously
yeah.
unhappy with it. I mean,
Oh, then
on
he
this
fought.
one, I am with Kian. It wasn't Kian's doing. This was Vantage. Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
That's right.
I'm not going to get mad at Kian for that, because A, Vantage did still manage to keep going. It was enough for Kian to say, "Give me the space back," but So yeah, by the looks of it, it's more just of a maybe is this a vantage awareness problem as opposed to him actually genuinely being a dirty racer?
Well, I mean, if it's an awareness problem, you still are at fault.
I hear you. Yeah, it's
But
just
what
I'm
awareness
thinking
would
how
you
to
think
where
of
we're
making
addressing it, what we're doing to address it. You know, it's how we're looking to address it. But
if I was in that situation, knowing I weren't going to be able to make a turn and possibly hit Keaton, I probably would have swerved the other way, even if it cost me missing the corner.
yeah, just try not to hit your fellow man, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
If they deserve it, then of course they deserve it. But normally you wouldn't.
Yeah. His awareness is a problem. I'm on call with him every race. He's just not that good. That's fair enough. Silly up mute now, by the way. Right, so Mount Panorama, race 2. We got lap 3 Kian, lap 1 Vantage. Gueras wants me to have a look back at. We had a look at that one though, didn't we? Skyline Corner, lap 1.
Yeah, no, I don't even want to question turn 1 from Mount Panorama. I almost.
It actually wasn't too bad. I will be honest.
I think I was the only one that almost died because of it.
Let's have a look at this.
I somehow
Yeah, what? He just didn't go, didn't he? Off the start.
D-Lock's from 4th, mind.
Actually, no, this was a race I missed, I forgot. Or was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, you weren't here for this one.
I mean, look at all these cars. They're about to head up the mountain, though. You know, it's.
Oh no, it weren't. That's what it was for some reason.
The whole of lap 1 needs looking at from Spa. Outbrake myself, went down the hill with gave positions back. That's as long as you give positions back, it's all good.
More natural.
Bit of a contact off D-Locks there, but again, I think that might have just been where Spat had spun and he carried on. I'm willing to put that exact bit down as racing incident.
You know what you and supposedly JHS made contact on Nerve?
Panam, yeah, having to back off D-Locks a little bit.
Wait till you see what happened to me because that contact.
I just stuck to the inside.
Oh.
That was trying to go around the outside of D-Locks for some odd reason. I tried to be brave and go around the outside there.
Let's try and have a look through in a maybe different angle. Yeah, so it's very close between you both. There, I think there's a bit of contact between.
Not between me and D-Locks though. But there I realized, no, that's not gonna go.
I think there's just a little touch of contact between Spat. Yeah, you called out with that, didn't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, a bit of contact between Spat and D-Locks, but he gave the position back. While saying that, D-Locks didn't actually stop. He just carried on, so that's fine.
3 into the dipper doesn't go. 3 into the dipper does not go.
No, it does not.
I think also Kian and JHS had some kind of crash in the dipper and died, I think 2 or 3.
I know Gueras had a bit of an incident. This is what I wanted to. This is the other one I wanted to have a look back at. Because, of course, we're running with a lot of. I think this is JHS 13 here. But again, we saw this. Yeah, he hit the wall. Look.
Yeah.
And there was a turn in to Gueras, which put Gueras out.
Yeah. No, that was
turning it way too early though.
Like he was hitting the wall either way.
That corner.
Like he would definitely just smack the wall.
Well, yeah. Once you smack the wall, you just keep it straight.
Right, he's turning a little bit left.
Steer straight in. That's months too early.
Yeah, right. Like JHS said, he literally just didn't use his radar. Didn't see Gueras there. But I do agree. I do agree. No, I'm completely with you. Why are you turning that deep left that early?
You're not even gonna make it over the little
not even
bump.
the corner.
Right, let's watch back his live inputs. Let's watch back his.
Inputs aren't always accurate with replays. But
I'm on about his steering inputs at least.
Yeah, like at that angle, you're gonna.
He said
make
he's
it
scared
to
of
a bump
catching air on the turn.
You don't turn in that
You
early.
don't
for
get
it.
air at all in that turn.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't turn in that early.
No, even if you want to avoid a jump, you turn as you're doing it.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know. I'm
just-
not convinced here.
That's just not how you drive the turn.
You just don't.
Right.
First of all, you're driving a mid-engine car on the mountain. Second of all, you don't
Right,
drive
hear me
that
out.
slow.
On this angle, it actually, you can sort of see where he's coming from. This, he just doesn't see him. Like, obviously, I'm not waiting for his
Still, he did
driver
it.
to look in his bloody mirrors, but I'm just.
You still don't turn in that early regardless.
But still, if you hit the wall, you still expect someone to come round your outside.
It doesn't
like,
look
round
like
your
he's.
outside.
No, I know, but it doesn't. If yeah, it's lap 1. You're going to expect someone to be close, and that's where the radar comes in. Like, I'm not saying like the Julian isn't at fault here. I'm just giving him a little bit of mitigation. I think it's just in a way to say that it could have been worse. Well, not for Guerras. It was
Well, I mean,
pretty
it was
bad
pretty
for
bad. He
Guerras.
was
Yeah.
dead last.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, it probably couldn't have been much worse. What else do we have? Race 2, lap 3, Kian. Oh, that was it. Yes, the burnt bread. The burnt bread incident. Did Kian make the corner?
Oh, yeah.
And if so, would he have? I know you. That's what I was trying to say, Julian. It wasn't malicious.
Even if he,
It wasn't meant to. It wasn't meant to be nasty. It's all good.
Also, Kian and JHS had one incident.
An incident. When was this incident?
I think
We had a small incident.
An incident.
Yes. An incident, yes. I don't know if it was 2, 3, or 4.
Realm. We have got a Minecraft realm. Thank you. What are you on about Shadow Realm Racing? In which case, Harrison. What are we looking for? Oh yeah, we just sat on board having a little bit of a watch along with Burnt at the moment. We're waiting for lap 3 when Kian approaches.
But there goes Spectator past me. Also past Burned. Now go to mine.
Right, it's here, isn't it? There we go. So, close between you two, but fair, clean racing. Panam gets himself ahead. Kian is just behind.
There I go a bit wide, gives me a bump.
That's fine. That's normal.
Now, my thing is here with Kian. Kian has made it very. No, but he's made it.
At that angle, there's no way he's making that corner.
He is not pointing in the right way to get this corner.
And why are you
Can we watch lap 2 down the hill in my POV? Yes, I'll come back to that now, Spat. He's not making that corner, but he has made Burnt aware that he's going to go on the inside. Like, again, no, as we approach it, the angle he's pointing at, he's not making that bend. There's no room on the inside to even cut the corner. Like, there's no track limits for it.
You could have gotten a bit closer to Burnt as well.
Cutting up behind, yeah.
See, I feel like there he's come off the brakes a little bit too early. He could have stayed on the brakes a little bit and slotted in behind Burnt.
Yeah. And
he still would have made the corner. He would have just been... Burnt would have just been literally here in front of him. There, in that gap. That's where Burnt would have been there. He wouldn't have been... Yeah.
Now also, watch lap 3, the dipper, Kian and JH. Because I was in front of them.
Under braking zones with that.
Lap 3, the
way too far
dipper.
away from him.
We got to come back and do lap 2 Spat downhill POV as well, because there's something going on with that. We'll come back and have a look. Right, so... From Skyline, they're close.
That's just a Kian move there.
I mean...
Where it's not over. It's not
You
over.
just don't overtake on the mountain.
No. You can if you're very, very specific about it, but not in the way Kian did.
Right
JHS needs to be where Kian tried to overtake.
No, wait.
JHS should technically be where the overtaking car is to make the move on the mountain, right? I'm not wrong there. JHS and Kian, ideally, if they're to make this move and here work, they need to be the other way around. Kian's on the inside here. Does JHS squeeze him out?
Well, I mean, there's no real reason he should be expecting a pass there.
For real.
As well.
But that's not the last part. Watch the chicanes. As well.
I feel like he wasn't far enough aside. Like Kian wasn't close enough to even count as being cut off.
Watch the chicanes now. Watch the chicanes. It's still getting worse.
Okay. Oh my god.
It's still not over.
No, I know, but let's just do it incident by incident so we can just try and get a real...
Piece by piece.
There we are, Kian isn't
Show
far
it
enough
1 time
alongside there.
Show it 1 time fully. Show it 1 time fully.
You just can't pass there. You just can't.
Now... Yeah, bit of contact. Julian skipped behind him, but he's still in tow. Forest elbow. Kian closes the door on the inside. Is that it?
Yes, that's
okay. It was a little bit of battling, but honestly, I'm honestly willing to say tit for tat on that one. Now lap 2 down the hill for Spectator. There we go.
This is up the hill.
But it will get. Oh, do you know what? Screw you, Sliced.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
You just said you got a perfect view of an incident.
Wait, what lap? Lap 2?
So.
Burton goes deep, hits the wall.
Did Spat just want me to watch him making 2 moves up?
No, he wanted to see it an incident in front.
Ah, right. Okay, well, yeah. I'm the incident between you two. Panam, of course, you're involved in this, so could I ask you politely to just not give any opinions across?
Burn hits the wall there.
Yeah, it's...
And then they're kind of side by side.
Again, it's just, it's like we said, you can't make passes here. It's way too thin. Yeah. 3 cars wide don't work. 2, it's a massive struggle. I'm willing to just say Burnt Bread Pan-Am racing incident between these two. With this.
I was only side by side with him because he hit the wall and was so slow.
And are we also fully finished now on watching all the clips? Has there anything happened between you lot? Or is, oh yes, no, this is where... I was relatively cleanish for what I guess it could be.
A wheel. Sutton, turn down your...
Yeah, someone's got a G29 and it's bugging.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's got the G29 out.
So yeah, nothing else really happened then. Race 2 then, was it? Race 3. What was race 3? Race 3 was...
Kyoto, I believe. My items map.
That was it.
Daytona.
Oh, it was Daytona.
Was there anything major to report on this one? What happened to Gueras? Who was it? Was it Yaski?
Me not hitting the braking point a single time until turn 1.
I thought he was about to say
yeah, no, it wasn't Gueras. Sorry, we blamed Gueras, but it was Ilmo. Where is Ilmo? There he is. Okay, so we're on board with Elmo.
I'm actually surprised Troy didn't get a penalty there for going across the W.
Yeah, no, that's what I was wondering. He was really deep.
I literally even said that in the commentary when it happened. I was like, ooh, I wonder if he's going to get a penalty. He just took it. It was Gueras.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was a hard hit.
It was Gueras.
I feel sad for Elmo. He got murdered.
Hang on. Was it Gueras or was it Yaski bumping into Gueras?
Because, hold on.
What happened with like Bert and JHS?
Never mind. It was Yaski.
Oh my.
Oh, he makes that look so much like Guerra's.
He literally, if we hadn't looked back, you could have gotten away with that.
No, like Yaski deserves a warning for that front grille on the M6 anyway.
Why did he turn in though?
Oh, that's disgusting. Right, anyway, so let's have a look. I really thought it was Gueras, to be honest.
Yeah, no, same. It did look so much like him.
Yeah, right, let's have a look and see if Gueras does actually touch.
I was about to say, no, at the end
no,
of that was just
it's not. There we are.
But other than that, yeah. Guerra's moved over and Yaski just went straight into him.
Hold on, check turn 1 because it looked
Yeah,
like
it did look. That's
retaliation,
me.
but
I
still.
literally asked Gueras to.
I don't see how
Wait,
it's
watch
retaliation
Yaski.
though, because that was kind of like a racing like incident there. It was just a tiny tap with Yaski.
Did-
Yeah, like almost slightly moves
Yeah,
Yaski right there.
Did Yaski brake late here?
No, he just turned into, like, in the back end of Elmo.
Yeah, you know, because he could have stayed on the outside because Guerras was already on the inside.
Look, he's on the outside. Well, he's already turning in.
Well, it's
so he
just
might wanna go back.
here. Look, Yaski is behind Gueras and Elmo apparently.
Yeah, and then
Right.
all of a sudden he
in.
darts
Just
over to the right.
let's
before
just
the
look at
corner.
the inputs quickly as well. Elmo out in front now. You can see he's on the brakes. Gueras, you can see, is now switching to the brakes. Yaski, full throttle. And he's alongside Gueras. So Gueras
The
made
M6.
it clean.
Honestly, the M6 can brake very late though. That's just.
But still, you would anticipate to start braking because it is.
Yeah, like he
lap
turns right
bunch of
into Elmo.
cars.
Yes.
He basically cut in front of Guerras just to hit Elmo.
Poor.
I mean,
poor
where are we
British
looking at this? There it
Yeah.
is there.
I mean, it just looks like mayhem anyway in that corner.
Yeah.
But I mean, what makes you want to turn in 5
Yeah.
light years too early just to hit somebody?
Yeah, of course, this is why I wanted to come back and have a look at it, is because, well, it's fair to say that Elmo's race was ruined from this. That's a ruined race to me. Like, he's gone. And yeah, Yaski carried on. Was there any other incidents from race 3 that we can think of?
I don't believe any bad ones.
No, I'd say I think everything, it was a relatively clean race other than that.
Okay, there were slight bumps in that throughout
So
Daytona.
yeah, like
but other than
JHS
that,
and burnt. I remember that incident. Unless you reviewed it already.
JHS and burnt? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
no,
for
no,
the
yeah.
turn
Or
two.
JHS instantly said sorry and waited for burnt.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Next is
I had my phone on mute for that.
Kyoto. Kyoto was a
What
shit
pole?
show. I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to look at that.
That's all the
race.
polos.
I actually can't remember what had happened
Definitely
here, but
watch
I do
out
remember
for
one or
those
two
views.
things happening.
Let's just say, Matt, the first corner, I don't even want to think about what happened. I
Oh,
would've
yeah.
died.
Why am I
Go
getting
on.
name dropped? No, he doesn't mean you, he means the track Kyoto, but it's actually Autopolis,
Which
don't
is
worry about it.
also wrong. Which just
Yeah, the
auto
track-
plays
Oh
on
yeah,
Kyoto.
yeah. No, Kyoto. We
Um,
all just call it Kyoto. We all do.
Oh, yeah.
We're lazy.
Yeah,
First
it's
turn on
just
this
wrong.
one, someone took me out, so Gueras is saying he got taken out first turn.
Where is he? Oh, he's.
That's just.
I
P1,
think you were
so we'll have
taken
someone
out
on
by,
your side.
yeah, you were taken out by
Just went wide.
Gueras in the red Ferrari there. By the looks of it, that was a user error.
That's Citron. I hate
Go on
when
board.
people start gets.
Me too. He just
Yeah,
goes
no,
wild.
Oh.
that,
What?
oh,
I think I
Jolvo.
should
that
have
was,
got a hit there.
was
It
that
looked like
lag
should have got a
though?
hit.
Was that
No,
lag?
That
I'm
looked very
gonna
much like
jump
a
back.
lag to me.
Honestly, no, I'm gonna stand with Jovo on this one. Jovo's never been involved in a racing incident that we've
But
ever
that
had.
Yeah,
very
to
much
me
like
that
a
looks
lag to
like
me.
a lag jump.
I don't
Yeah,
I
same.
don't actually think there was major contact.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
no
that
no
looks-
lie, Matt. To
yeah,
me
that's
that looks
lag.
like a
He
lag
got a
jump.
lag hit. He got a
It
lag
does
hit.
look like a jump of like.
Yeah.
He got a
The
lag
car
hit
just
from-
slid.
So-
I
honestly-
I don't think that was Jovo
Honestly, like-
intentionally making,
But
unlike
watch
yeah,
his inputs.
unlike JH13 just did in the green Marlboro.
Yeah,
Wait,
which
look-
one? Because I didn't feel anything in the turn, to be honest.
Wait, can
I
we
mean,
go?
to be fair, he's a PS4 user from Germany.
Yeah.
Guys, can we quickly go to? Can we quickly look at that incident from JHS? He was right behind that.
Go from JHS's point of view.
Yeah,
I was
because
about
he was
to say
right
English,
behind
buddy.
that.
Okay.
He was right behind that carnage. There. Yeah, he. See, Joe was.
Yeah,
getting
that's
from
lag.
Rabbit
You can
there.
see Jovo's whole car moves.
Wait,
Yeah.
did only I see that graphic just very briefly lag to the front? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
got a
Yeah, he
lag-
lagged
got a
slightly
lag
as well.
He got a lag hit from Grapple.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you literally
Yeah.
watched Jovo's whole car move to the left.
Yeah.
So yeah, no,
Like it from
that's. Whereas unfortunate
just
as it
about
was
it
that
then.
yes, you were taken out, but you were just taken out by the PlayStation 4 connection. That wasn't
That's
taken
not
out.
even-
That wasn't
Germany.
taken out by a person.
Shut up.
Was
I
there
was
anything
about
else? That was literally just turn 1, and I think that was pretty much it from all the putters. Wasn't there?
I mean,
There
that
wasn't
was a
anything
pretty
else. In
unchaotic
fact,
race.
wasn't there one from Kian
Oh
and
yeah,
Astral?
that was a funny one with me and Panam.
Kian literally was half a second behind and just straight up plowed me over.
Panam,
how
I
many,
bet you're not saying about
how
our
many
one.
laps in was that? Do we remember?
That was the first lap.
He didn't want Astro to go 5 in a row.
Yeah, what was that? Oh,
Right,
Right,
okay,
no,
so Kian
There
in
was a bit. No,
third.
actually, wait. Go back. There was a bit of shoving.
I
here,
think that's been. I think there may be. I think we're gonna have to just stay on board for the first lap here.
No, like Kian was a bit aggressive on that first lap.
yes.
Ban the Citroen.
And also, can we have a look at me and Panam's one? Because I find that I don't know what happened there.
So Kian bumps
That
you,
wasn't
Astral, behind into Deluxe.
Yeah, that was fine. But it was this corner coming up here, and then the hairpin.
See, the
Kyoto's
Astral
claiming that she was shoved
Ooh,
onto
double
the
back.
grass by the black and blue Porsche.
Damn, I had what's this?
Oh,
She, he.
Yeah,
Sorry.
true. I remember.
He
I had
breaks
in that corner. I
Now
had
what?
some
Now
as well
watch.
with
Now watch the
JHS.
hairpin. Now watch the hairpin.
No, Kian broke into the first half and Kian broke late cell and just drove into me.
I have no idea. I think I might have started the assumption in some way. I don't know. Do apologise, bud.
Now
Why are
I'm
you
staying
making
in
the
middle.
Can we?
jeez.
No, don't need to do
That
that.
was
We know you're.
aggressive
We know
hit,
you're a
that
dude now.
hairpin.
It's all good.
See, but that's the thing I
Right,
don't
so
get.
that's
If you
late
know-
breaks there from Kian.
You see, that's the thing I don't get. If you know you're gonna outbrake yourself, just go
Then
to
why
the
still
out,
turn
move
in,
on to the
yeah.
outside, instead of just trying to take the corner.
Let's have a
Like,
look
something
now.
that everybody should just do, bro.
Yeah, but then after that he stays
I'll have a
on
look
the
now, bud.
racing line. Look where he stays. He spins. He stays on the brake. and
That's
doesn't
mean
go out of the
he
way.
just. I mean, again though,
That's
fair
my
enough. He
hope.
does give up. He does give back the
But
positions.
still,
but
like, he
Look at
punted
mine.
him.
Look
that
at
was a
my
big
POV.
punt.
Look at my POV. Look at my POV.
Oh, yeah,
I
because
want
he
to
parked
quickly.
on the
I
racing
want to
line.
quickly check back because there was an incident.
Yeah, in the corner before that. Go back a bit. You know, in the hairpin coming
It'd
up.
be this one now, wouldn't it? In this group.
I think I remember something there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's Julian.
With
Julian
JHS,
just
yeah.
starting to drop back after some contact with Panam and Kian.
I'm
There we see
going.
Kian
I'm
absolutely-
going a bit wide there, and then
Whoa!
Yes.
And now go to my POV. To the second hairpin.
The joys of ping pong internet.
Are we now watching the one where
Bounces
Kian
off each
punted
other.
Astral?
yeah.
Okay,
Watch
then we're going to
and
check
enjoy
lap
how Kian
3
does
for
not-
Koto.
And
Yeah,
does
what's
not-
he doing there, innit?
And he's just
And
staying
then,
on the
yeah,
racing
no, he
line, and
parks
now,
himself
keep
on the
watching,
racing
keep
line.
watching. Keep watching. Now see what I gotta deal with. I get killed.
By burnt because of Kian. Oh, you get big
Oh,
boy
don't you get
killed.
bounced right back, don't you? Oh no.
There my handbrake didn't go.
And you drove through Kyoto.
Yeah, cause my handbrake didn't work the first time.
Right, so Kyoto saying lap 3 got shunted. Oh, barrier there.
Oh,
There he's pushing graphic.
well, you just want to shove graphic.
Whoa.
Graphic.
Crap, I just had enough.
I mean, it was a little bit of a shunt from Kyoto, but
I don't think that was justified.
that looks like a bit of a serious punt, doesn't it?
Evan was not happy.
Hello, Semi Sir. We are going to be calling it in a minute anyway, but yeah, I'm willing to say that was a little bit nasty.
And now I wanna see Harrison. I
Harrison,
wanna see what happened with us. Cause I don't
Yeah, no,
really
I am
remember
so
what
confused
Where-
what happened with.
where
I think
am
it was
I-
lap 4. Lap 4 on the long corner. The long fucking right hand. No, is it right? Left hander. Yeah, no, that was mayhem.
Next
next lap.
Next lap. Lap 4.
Man, do not have the
That was last.
Just skip to the
Last lap.
I think I have actually, because I got my keyboard plugged in.
Voice crack was
but-
you nearly got murdered.
Yeah,
don't
no,
know what
because
it
I was
is.
panicking.
Yeah, because that's why you had the voice
So what's
crack.
happening then? Where am I waiting for now? Panam, you going to do
You know,
AK?
it's final lap it was. And I'm just told you the wrong lap. Because the final lap is where it all went down.
Right, stay on board with Panam for a second then.
That was just funny as hell, not gonna lie.
Let's just say we had a joint ballerina lesson.
I mean, you're racing pretty nicely.
The Vantage still handles like a dirtbag.
What? What?
The thing is, there he was so slow, I accidentally hit him in the rear, that pushed him slightly wide. He got onto the grass, lost it, I tried to escape that.
But it somewhat
Exactly,
clipped
that's
you
what
and
I
caught
was
you
gonna
anyway.
say. Yeah.
What a shame.
I tried to escape that, but I still
It's called karma.
Right, so that's that then, pretty much, isn't it? For Autopolis.
Okay, also, just quickly on this Nerd one, when we do look at mine, I know I was sending it hard, but it's only because I know the car can handle it through those two corners.
Another one I also really want to watch.
I was just
But
not
turn
expecting
one,
JHS
yeah.
to completely blow me up.
I think we should only really review Turn 1 now, because yeah,
And the one with Harrison and JHS.
Yeah, no, you need to review the one with me and JHS. 'Cause
I was
he
right behind
just
them.
completely
alright
killed
then,
me.
we'll have a look.
Go
I'm just
from,
Now watch
So,
the secret fly.
yeah, Turn
Watch
1.
the secret fly.
Yeah, supposedly
back from
Keane
that-
got absolutely obliterated off the start.
Remember that Astro off the start? Like in turn.
I got killed by somebody.
Yeah, no, I saw you
Right.
backwards, that's sure.
Gueras. It's just Gueras.
Guerras is coming in rather hot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Right,
yeah! He's ready on the inside of burnt. He's aiming for the rear of Kian there.
Bro.
He's
Watching
no. Do you
full
know what's? Do you know what's funny? Right, no. So far, Guerras has actually managed to make it through.
And then
He's
the
in
one
fifth.
that was
He's
Kian.
clear. He's not touching anyone. Look, he's fine, ish.
And
Not
now watch
until-
it-
But yeah,
Kian.
Kian.
Watching
And now we just...
watching the full
That's
speed.
Kian's fault. I would say that's Kian. Not gonna lie.
I was like,
That's so funny.
To be fair,
If Kian wasn't there,
to
that
be
would've
fair,
been
Astro.
Astro.
He gets tagged by Burnt.
I'd say Astro. That wasn't actually. That wasn't entirely.
Yeah, that
was
was a bit
burnt.
of Burnt's fault, that was.
Should we have a look back? Because there's been a call for Kian's fault here. I mean, listen, he left every single racing lobby. I'm happy to put blame on him, but
wasn't serious. That wasn't serious. That just looked so. Looked so funny from Guerrero. Let's just give Kian the fault, bro.
bosh, yeah.
And...
No, Kian got
We
We gotta
saved by
credit him for
Hazard.
talent on
Hazard
missing
saved
everybody
him.
else.
I mean, I saved him.
And then Burnt killed or put Guerras into Astro, who killed him. And then had a bit of a wobble himself. I think that was pretty much it for Turn 1, wasn't it? Where was
Can we
how?
look at my move? No, my move on the.
Whoa, hang on. What was that then?
My move on the.
Bosh. No, go on. We'll watch Guerras' point of view all the way up to the first corner again. This is phenomenal. Kian's fault for being in the race.
He
Agreed.
did a great job until Kian arrived.
Where's the brakes? Bosh, there's the brakes in the form of a CCR M6. Thank you.
And another one.
Taking RCF out on the way through. Third place it is. Let's go.
Go to me and after the Schumachers. Up to me and after Schumachers. One more. Yes. I wanna see, because Deluxe was ultra defensive into the.
Guerras took him clean out. No doubt about it.
Deluxe was very defensive and they still went down inside. There I wonder how it did not get a penalty.
Bit of a weave there from you, Pan. I'm nudging Deluxe a little bit there as well.
Hard racing.
Yes.
Was that an incident, fellas? Are we gonna? Yeah, I'm happy to call that an incident. Right, so is that all you wanted me to watch?
Look
No,
at
I
the
wanted
corner
to
with
see
me.
it.
Look at the corner with me and
from my
Julian.
POV, it looked like Biloff
That
was
little,
brake.
No, Astral,
fluffy
Astral.
cake.
Astral, where you had contact with JHS is where I got killed.
Someone backwards then.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Can
You
you
just
reveal
park in
the
the-
Who was it?
chicane? The
Joe?
chicane
Was
between.
that Joe?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
reset.
don't
was
know
wondering
what
what
was
your
going
was
on in
thinking.
that corner.
Yeah,
That corner was a bit
I got reset
mayhem.
because Kian wanted to go side by side through the chicane. And then
Oh,
I
Astral.
What were you doing?
Astral, naughty boy. I'd say I was honestly like I was just really confused with what's going on. I was trying to find what's going on, and then Astral just incriminates himself on my screen like.
Because they all checked up at the chicane, and I was like, okay.
You went wide.
weird.
You pushed Harrison out, man.
Hey, what Kian and me in the chicane again?
Where am I going now to watch? Sorry.
The chicane Kian and
Oh,
me.
Kian's backwards here. Oops. And out he goes.
Yeah, one. Yeah. Now Kian wanted to go side by side through the chicane, and I just
does not
forgot.
go.
I just didn't catch the turning point, so I got reset. But that was not the brightest idea, I'd say.
That was not his brightest idea.
Yeah.
Kian gets
He even went late on the brakes. Kian was not making that corner. He'd done that on purpose. He was not making that corner.
What an idiot, bro.
Yeah, we'll
Never
watch
a
it through to the
million
DNF for that, because that was disgusting.
That's just him driving the. Yeah. That's just him driving the M6 without tracking control with no skill.
Yeah. Ta-da, but.
Imagine catching, bro.
And
Imagine
imagine,
Yeah,
imagine
anyways.
how loud he
just
shouted
quickly,
in
mate,
the
yeah.
hall.
Well, when you
Yeah,
get to
that
my
was loud.
crash, watch just before the fast corner where it happened.
Watch it
Just
from my
wait-
perspective. I was right behind
Yeah,
him.
watch it from Jules.
I have no idea where you're on about.
Just before carousel on the fast straight, just after that fast straight.
that little left-hand kink where I overtook Julian.
Yeah.
Fast.
On the table.
Mutkurve or
Yeah, just before Mutkurve.
I don't know.
You're throwing these words at me.
Move over.
Yeah.
Move
Yeah,
over,
jump
Timber.
It's still a bit.
Yeah, you still got a bit. It's
It's
near
the
the
long
roulette.
flat out section. The long flat
It's
out
like
section
halfway.
for
It's like
carousel.
halfway through the. I think it's like 5.
There.
Yeah, too
Oh.
far. Too far.
Well, if you ask me, just the right amount of time, actually. Whoa, Julian!
There it is.
Like literally, the funny thing is,
Troyer
I
goes
knew I was
wide,
going
backs
to
out of it.
but-
Julian is running very, very slow indeed. Although saying that again, it's just lack of awareness and pushing, bang, and yeah, that's rough.
My
Yeah, no,
period looks
because
so.
the thing is, I even tried to go around his outside, I just didn't like it.
Now we're gonna see Troyer die.
Also, you're about to see how hard I send these corners from almost POV. I know how hard I can send them, that's why.
And you're the BMW.
Wow.
Whoa, Jovo's on the brink of limits as well, mind.
Oh my.
But yeah, if I'm honest, that's just Julian not checking his mirrors. And he also ate shit from it, so it's fine. He ate shouldn't from it, yeah.
Jolvo, you know, corner just before killed me, yeah.
Right.
I was basically full.
Last clip to review then. The last clip that I want to review now, right?
Also, I'm
Is
hop off anyway.
I want to see
Have a good night.
how AK got a 5-second penalty lap 1.
Just quickly, see you later, boys.
Ta-da, but.
Bye bye.
Also,
What
look
a
at my
thumbnail.
start.
Do you know what? I was thinking that. That was fantastic, wasn't it?
Like, come on.
Look at my start. Look at my start.
You're in a Citroen, it's not funny, man.
No.
It should be illegal, that though, shouldn't
Half
it?
on the sand. Half on the sand.
You're in a French car. Shut up.
Who was I looking at though? I was looking for.
Guerres.
AK. No, AK.
Oh yeah, AK.
Okay, 5 seconds.
Slightly tapped Mikhail.
Well, he actually took a big tap from behind here from Sejiro. If we see.
Didn't cause it. When does he get the 5 seconds? Sure was Laguna.
It's a big tap. It was this race that he got it. Right, so he's tapped Mikhail there. Mikhail's made it.
Who, AK got it?
Yeah, AK got the 5-second
I
penalty.
don't see a single penalty.
Oh, it was Koto that got a 5-second. I do apologise. I don't see how though. Koto stays out of trouble. He just chills.
It's not turn 1.
I was probably at the court.
No, it was on Autopolis.
It's not the
when
corkscrew.
AK Autopolis AK got the 5-second.
Oh.
Was it?
I think it was.
When did AK get a 5-second penalty?
I'm not.
Can we look
I
at
can't
turn
remember
4
what
with me and
it is.
Sliced? Happily. Our Koto
It's still
track.
Autopolis,
Ah.
not Kyoto.
Right, I'll have a look then.
Still
Turn four.
Autopolis, not Kyoto.
Lap 4?
It's annoying
Why
having
this?
someone call Koto and then everyone calling Autopolis Koto.
That's what I want to look at. I want to look at the corkscrew on that.
Finger.
Thanks for that, by the way, Slice.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Spat's gone up the
Thanks for that.
inside.
Thanks for sending me that wide.
Yeah, I remember what happened here. It's right here.
You send Spat off
Okay, what was
and then block Panam
that?
twice. And then lose positions. Good.
Cope.
Corkscrew now, because I know Spat had a bit of a dodgy corkscrew, didn't he? In the
Can I
Rover
defend
M6.
myself for turn 4 or no?
Who's hitting the microphone?
Ooh.
Okay, what was that, Spat?
Spat took Panam out. And it
And
wasn't
then-
Patu
okay.
Span.
And then look back. And then look
Ah ha ha ha!
Whoa.
We have found incident. Okay.
Incident.
So,
Oh,
silly up
my.
you. Dirty tyres heading up to the corkscrew. Slots himself into what I presume 7th, now 8th. Slams himself up the inside. Says, hello Burnt, take that. Astral, take that. And then everyone
1
double
deal.
teams him and takes him out. So,
8-4-1, dear bro.
in a sense, silly up you sort of got what he deserved in a way there. Didn't know where to break. Sorry, that's fair enough. Best place to break here, if I'm honest, it's I'll show you. There's like little.
Just, I think the front of the curve. Front of
Don't
the
listen to
curve
Matt
left.
for racing advice, guys.
There. I'd start there.
You start at like the 300 board.
As in, yeah, just before it, like. Or just after it, sorry, just after it. Like, as you come over that brow, start braking. You should be right, and then you won't hit Burnt Bread into Astral and cause that again.
Yes, what Specialist said. There's a white line right before the 300.
That white line before the 300, that's where you brake. There we are, lovely. Right, last one I wanted to check then was that 5-second penalty. Not even just to check it, but just to oval in its greatness. How the hell did you get a 5-second penalty? Who got it? Was it AK on auto?
Yeah.
Alright then. AK.
No guarantee what I think it was.
I mean,
Does that even
arguably.
give it to him? Does that even give him the penalty?
I think it's about, yeah, there it is. So, what is this 5 seconds for? Let's see if we can give 5 individual seconds out for things they've done, shall we?
That's for everything.
Right, I feel that AK probably could have moved over ever so slightly. No one's really on his inside. Taking as little room up as he can. Contact made with JHS and
What gave
Grappig.
him the? I don't see anything that gave him the 5 second.
JHS and
Oh,
whoever
that was him hitting Grappig right there.
and Gueras both ate it. AK hit Grappig.
As Grappig was spinning, AK hit him, which
What's
gave him a
the-
5 second.
That's stupid.
That's just penalty system right there.
That's GT7 ship penalty system.
Yep. Because hitting at JHS should not give him a penalty.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's that second.
It's right there.
It's that second shunt to the Shadow Realm that does him. Yeah, it was him tapping, grapping, but it's already gone.
Shadowrun.
Well, that's a shame.
Shadowrun red.
But yes, no, guys, thank you very, very much for joining in with the steward section. I think that's everything that we wanted to cover tonight. No penalties handed out. It was actually just really great to be able to sit back and review it. But no, thank you very much for joining in, guys. It has been a pleasure to stream for you all once again, and we will see a few people back tomorrow for the newbies. I'm not expecting everyone back, obviously. That will probably come on Thursday for community night. So make sure you head over to the Discord and you drop your suggestions into the suggestions channel, because we're going to be putting something in ready for Thursday about that tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, though, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Take it easy, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.